I'm now
And
on
we're
mute.
live.
Woohoo!
Are we live?
Ooh.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yahoo!
I don't think.
I hit
Hold
the
on.
streaming button.
It shows us live on my side.
We're live on my end.
Bitch.
What'd you call me?
You bitch.
Oh, your DM icon isn't.
Oh, yeah, I need to be my... Oh, I need my outfit.
Nah.
There we go.
Nightbot, what's going on? What's
Your
up with us
pants
today?
are off.
Miss Dinosaur, there is a spider on top of you trying to eat your ass.
What's
I can't
where's the
even...
context?
I don't know.
I don't.
What is the... Hang on, let me check something. What is the newest quote? Maybe I can figure it out.
That is the newest quote.
Oh, right.
That's from last.
Dionysus is the first femboy.
Or was that the week before?
I don't know what the dinosaur thing is from, but... Hi, everybody. We're finally back. Last week...
I'm not banished.
Yes,
Backstreet's back.
you were unbanished
Back
from the
again.
Shadow Realm.
You're no longer in air jail.
Yes, definite air jail.
You know what? Let's ask Nightbot what Sark went or what Sark did
Right.
during banishment. Kojima!
No.
And over the Muppets.
Even in the void, he's trying to get spouses.
It's Hideo Kojima. Like,
Who
Hideo
wouldn't want-
Kojima.
Stark wants to marry Hideo Kojima. Last week you had a
Sark's just
3-hour
really into
battle
Metal
with
Gear.
Tiamat,
Well,
and
Sark had a 3-hour battle with Hideo Kojima.
yeah, and while Sark was banished to the Kojima realm.
the Kojima Sark got sent to Death Stranding. No! Oh my god, Sark got trapped in the PT demo!
Oh, no.
Oh, that's oh, goodbye. Godspeed, Sark. You ruined a wedding,
Please.
killed Tiamat.
Lisa's here and she's
Got
angry.
traumatized.
Got traumatized by being sent to the PT realm. Turns out Inglewill will start remembering things now. The curse is lifted. Or won't. I don't know. That's up to Jerry.
I think that curse got transferred to us IRL.
We're all goblins today. And
I thought it wasn't the real Tiamat.
It was not. But this particular one was the one that cursed.
Ah.
That did the cursing. Other than that, not a lot happened because it was a 3-hour combat because I gave you Big Boss.
And
She
took
was
away your
chonky.
biggest
Metal Gear?
computer.
What?
Big Boss, Metal Gear.
Yeah. I need Boss's
It's
bones.
Kojima again.
I need Tiamat's bones. I know you've got it, Crow, somewhere. Yeah, and then Sark returned from air jail, and you all went home. It was a hell of a wedding.
It was an awful wedding.
It was.
Could have been
Sucked.
worse.
And
As a wedding, not as a game.
a couple of weeks later, you're given time to just vibe and figure things out for 2 weeks. Elizabeth has been helping Cece look into things
And remember things.
and remember things, yes. And from that, Elizabeth and Cece managed to track down that in
I think someone needs to tell Andrew it's time to play.
he's fine. That in Tilbury there is a festival that will be happening. slash big bullshit event for the city. And
Arson. Arson.
they're
Arson. Arson.
let me find the thing.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Every time Tilbury gets mentioned,
You mentioned
everyone's just
Tilbury,
like,
it's
"Where's our
like-
lighters? We
It's
need
like
the
a
fire."
Pavlovian response. Just burn it all down.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Trying to find the thing.
You motherfuckers.
Okay. Oh God, no. Shit. Fuck. Shh.
Control Z. Control Z.
No. Okay. What the hell is like Oberon's fancy title?
You're doing amazing.
The Blue Moon
Moon
King.
There it is. It's 2 sentences deep from the thing you sent me. A flyer for the Blue Moon King saying tickets were currently on sale for multiple performances. And Elizabeth being fantastic and caring as always, immediately is like, well, all right, we're gonna go do a thing. And it has been set up that at the very least Elizabeth and Cece will go and try to figure out what the fuck's going on. And Cece, you are free to invite whoever you wish along. It is about 2 days before, and you do have an airship, so you'll get there and then have a few hours to fuck around.
You said the event was in Tilbury?
Yes.
Cece probably would have run around town, knocked on everybody's doors, each like individual. Hey, you're going to Tilbury. Anyone want to cause a scene?
Immediately, everyone jumps out of their homes.
Where are you screaming this from?
Um,
And from Zetch's house.
it
From
could be
my
like
house?
potentially like right about. Oh crap! It isn't. Let's see. Is it a
Hold
regular
click.
hold?
Yeah.
I see. About like here, maybe somewhere in like the center where everybody could hear her.
Yeah.
What?
Elizabeth is like, can we at least hold the scene until after we save them?
Or like she could go marching up and down the the street. She's got like a wadded not a wadded, a rolled up piece of paper and like a microphone sort of sitch. We're going to Talbury. We're going to Talbury.
Oh my God.
Burn it all down.
Tilbury, last call for Tilbury.
You good?
And then we're going to Tilbury. Elizabeth got us some tickets to go see a theatrical show. If anyone wants to come, we can, and then we could have a party, winks, afterwards.
I'd just like to imagine that Cece verbally said winks instead of just winking.
Yeah.
She winks and says it at the same time.
Wink.
We're having a party in Tilbury. Winks.
I'm ready.
I believe, at the very
You're the-
least,
you're the
Loam's house
only
is
one.
soundproofed, so you may want to go directly to their doors.
Okay.
He's got it as soundproofed as fucking possible for the medieval match ages.
Casey will go.
Which is pretty,
Situations
Rinsing.
exactly like this.
which is pretty much pretty soundproof because I think there's spells for that.
But,
Mostly because Sark likes to yell a lot.
yeah,
I was gonna say he
no.
got tired of Sarky yowling.
yeah, but now it's the other cat. She didn't prepare for.
Lum will get like a. Oh, it doesn't pick up on my mic. A knocking at his door.
Who is it?
It's the tabaxi you don't hate as much.
As much.
He's gonna open his door. What is it?
We're gonna go see a theater show in Tilbury, but we might also finally blow the place up. I was wondering if you wanted to join.
Calbury.
Winks.
Tilbury.
You really think that's a good idea to bring me for a covert theater?
I mean, it's a theatrical show. We could have a little bit of fun before we move on to the main event of having fun. On,
No, I'm not
please.
exactly so. I'm not exactly so keen on the whole theater bit, but
Even
I'll
if you
go.
don't care about the theater part, Elizabeth bought us all tickets. It could be fun.
How do you plan on disguising me? They put my face on wanted posters all over the place for 2 years.
I think
was
all of us are
billed
on
as
wanted
one of.
posters.
You
Yeah,
can't
probably.
exactly stroll in there.
Technically, Cece doesn't have a wanted poster. It's just 2 posters of Sark.
And they're both labeled. They still don't think CC's a different, not a different person.
The one for Sark has Cece's picture, and the one for Cece has Sark's picture.
Jesus.
Sounds like Tilbury, alright.
That's what Sark gets for cross-dressing to hide himself.
Gonna be a
We
little
could
harder in
figure
your
out
a
armor
way
now.
Well, I
to.
know some people that can hide us temporarily, but well, we're gonna have to be discreet, and that's not really our specialty, especially if we're bringing the airship.
Definitely not.
What is this word you called discreet?
Not existent when it comes to our fucking party.
It's
Is
true.
it a food?
Good point.
I don't think even our rogue is discreet.
No.
No, and in fact, I think our rogue's the least discreet out of all of us.
Listen, I don't want to hear shit from you all when Matri was the only one that
Yeah,
did
and
their
you
deck
failed.
save in the woods.
The chat robot was indeed the most sneaky of all of us.
For real.
So if we're going to burn that city to the ground, I'm in, but you're gonna need to know the risks. You're going to need to know a lot more about that city than just being there and it being full of people you don't like.
I mean, I was kind of roaming around, being a little sneaky, stealing from a couple people that maybe didn't deserve it, but also maybe did for a couple months before I got caught for it. So I
Still
kind
don't
of
really know
understand
the
the
people.
layout.
Maybe
She'll like
don't.
smile awkwardly.
Maybe don't
Layout maybe, but
knock
the
the
people.
piss out of good people, Zach.
Oof.
People's a different story altogether.
Fair enough. Well, you
But
come
if
with
we don't,
us. You could tell us the layout of all the people that we should be expecting, and then we're prepared at least by the time that we arrive. Sounds good?
all right.
Cool. And she'll
I
give
want you.
double thumbs up and skedaddle off over to Ferris's house. I have to keep reminding that it's the computer to the left of me and not the one to the right. And she'll knock on Ferris's door.
Elizabeth
knock,
will
knock.
tell Loam the details of when to be ready.
As
Just,
soon as
just
the
before
second
we go, let them know that I need to brief everyone about the town.
Yes.
Please.
as soon as the second knock hits the door, it opens up and you see Ferris already good to go. and she just stares at you with Bubs and Lucky behind her, and she's like, "Heard today's the day, burning it all to the ground."
Yeah, potentially, maybe, but we're going to go see a show
Yes,
first.
yes, we're
I like, yes, we, what?
she's looking at you very confused as soon as you say we're going to see a show.
Are we not the show?
You are not a clown, you're the entire circus.
Oh my god. Cece will once again put her paws together and smile. And she's like, Elizabeth bought us tickets to go see a theater performance. So we may as well have some fun watching some theater, opera, who knows what it is. And then we go not ravage. Ravage is not the word. Raise the town afterwards.
A little column A, a little column B, really.
Mostly column C.
Everything in
You know.
between.
Well, just make sure we're prepared for the whole looting and stealing and taking everything that isn't nailed down of value.
Yeah, Lom says he's going to
Aspect.
give us a briefing of the people before we land. So maybe we'll get to find out whose belongings belong. But whose belongings matter more than other people's belongings. I think that's how you say it.
Belonging.
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 Belonganongings?
Any the beninging.
Bologna!
Belonging.
I'd say we just take what we can, but yeah, that works.
Cool. And she'll double thumbs up Ferris and she'll sprint in the opposite direction. And she'll knock on Sark's door.
Full on sprints, just
Sark's door is the one being knocked on for once.
wow.
Does Sark understand what that
Oh.
means?
Sark know how to open the door.
Absolutely not.
Alternatively, she could kick the door down.
he
Got
would
that
have
20
zero
strength now.
problems.
You got that 20 strength now.
It's like a
Sark's a
cartoon,
lot
just
more
knocks Sark
accepting.
back and his boots stay in place.
Everything but his boots comes flying off.
Implying that just a naked Sark slams.
Sark's like just he's got that come hither look.
Oh.
I
I thought that was going a different direction.
I'm so glad the goblin energy is here as always.
miss this.
We needed this
Okay,
after
okay.
almost dying
Okay.
last week.
I'll redact. Cece will kick the door in. Stop!
What?
I fall.
Hey.
Sark will be like mid wrestling squid kittens and these little dudes because they're kind of like play fighting but getting out of hand, and he is currently covered in pet children.
Pets?
Pet children.
Children?
I don't
Me?
like how that sounds.
Well, because he
hate that.
thinks the squid kittens are his children, and then he stole these little baby animal things.
He has his pets and he has his children.
Fair.
He'll be like, "Oh, hi, Cece."
We're gonna go see a theater show. Elizabeth bought us tickets, but we're also going to Tilbury for it. You want to come in for the chaos?
He was already attempting to peel off all of the
Oh?
squiddies and the other pets when she said something about going to go see a theater. It just kind of like throws them at his spouses before
Oh my.
skipping out the door after.
Well, Sar can skip out the door, but Cece's gonna run into Ingul's house. Oh shit, went wrong. Went more. There we go. I think that's the door.
Oh, he's absolutely gonna still be keeping after you.
And she'll knock on Ingul's door.
Ring's gonna answer the door. Yes.
Tell your mama that today's the day.
What's the day today?
We're gonna
He knows that's
burn
all
down
she needs to say.
Telbury,
It's Tuesday, innit?
but also we're gonna go see
It's
some theater.
Tuesday.
So, what am I telling them?
Just tell your mom we're going to Telbury.
Okay. Closes the door. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. Door opens. Okay, let's go.
Heck yeah.
And
Oh,
you
boy.
are off. It's a lovely day in Telbury, or it will be when you get there.
For trouble.
It will be a lovely day for trouble. And how do you guys want to get here? Like, how big of a
Prepare
show
for
is this
trouble.
going to be?
Make it
We'll
sex
just
double.
teleport there.
Go to page. There we go. I mean, you can. I guess. Yeah, I guess you could just ask Ren if you don't want to deal with the ship.
Well, I want the ship that way we can leave.
Ferris does also want to speak with that sea serpent again to tell it to start attacking ships.
All right.
Because it's Telbury, after all.
Then
But before all of that, we have to talk to Loam and get the rundown thing that he wanted to tell us all.
yes.
Fair point.
On the airship flight to Telbury, Ferris will probably be talking to the Leviathan, and Lom's gonna give everybody the briefing, I guess.
Yeah, feel free to. The Leviathan will gladly do what you said. It very much appreciates you. And Loam, if you have any actual things to say in character, feel free to start here.
I shall.
I'm beginning our descent
Well-
now into Telbury. Sorry.
You're fine.
Once upon a time, long, long ago.
First
In the
things
galaxy,
first.
far, far away.
Yes.
I'm the realist.
First things first. Are you sure you want to do this?
Do what?
Burn
Go
the
play?
entire city to the ground.
Well, it
The
doesn't have to
thing.
be the entire city, but
Of course we do.
Only the ones that are not innocent
Ferris
can
looks at you with
survive.
just like a come on now, really look on her face. Just that kind of, you remember where we are, right? That kind of expression, just
You lived
wordlessly.
here. You should know better than anyone we're going to burn it to the ground.
I thought so. Well, contrary to popular opinion, there are some people here that are good. But burning their entire city to the ground and leaving them alive will be a problem for us in the future.
Sark
So
knows
either
this because
we-
of Panda Lady.
So either we stick to the parts where the loot is and where the power comes from, or we burn the whole place to the ground, leaving none alive. Choice is yours.
I mostly wanted to take out like the people in charge that are enabling all the bad stuff. That was kind of my goal.
One vote. One vote for letting the innocents live.
This is where
Anyone
Elizabeth
else?
speaks up for a moment. I did make sure our show was during a private period where only the most influential folks would be. So it will be quite easy to do that, I think.
So the worst of the worst.
Indeed.
How are we supposed to know who is and isn't innocent?
Well, I can say
It's not exactly
Vibes.
It's not exactly 100%. There are some poor people who are very fervent to the cause. Mostly reside here, Glimrock. All the poor, all the people who have been mulled over by
So
the city.
do we just
Also some resistance fronts.
save that for last so they have ample time to escape?
Is this a bad time to mention that I said I was coming?
I think the point I'm trying to make here is there's groups in the city that can help us. And they all come from this point here. Except for one. They come from that point there.
Well,
That church is where I went after I escaped. I didn't even know about any resistance fronts or anything. They just assumed I knocked on the wrong door. But
Sark
help me.
knows thieves can't, so Sark can probably find whatever hidden mumbo jumbo is.
Or you could leave a message in Thieves' Can to coordinate evacuation. I mean, Cece could do it too, now that I think about it.
It'll be in Gloomrock.
Hmm.
Once you go further north towards the castle, towards Ironmire, north towards the ports, that's where all the action happens. That's where all the gold flows in and comes out. That's where their magical school is. That's where their most rich and famous are. That's where, if you're looking for treasure, you'd find it.
Mm.
Long Alley's also a big merchant area, but middle, lower. If you're looking for all the loot, them for later. Eastgate also has a bunch of noble houses. They could be our target after the castle, Ironmire, everything. But if you just want to burn the whole city to the ground, that's another option.
Well, before the winter, I did send a pretty loud message to the entire city warning them that I was going to come burn the city down.
I feel like
Doubt
an
that
exception
reached the
could
public.
potentially
Well,
be made.
it was made in such a way that no one could have avoided seeing it.
They do have a very, very patriotic populace. Regardless,
True, but
I doubt many left.
it's possible. I'm just saying. I did send, forward warning that I was coming and I was angry with the city. So maybe the evacuations will be a little bit easier because of that. One
Maybe.
can always hope, right?
If we're looking to save as many innocent as possible, though, we should still go to Gloomrock. See what the resistance has. Whatever you
Okay.
call it.
I'm okay with that. Let's do that. We have some
I
time
can make
before
my way
the
to High
strike.
Church. I
We
can
have
make
some
my
time
way to
before.
High Church and see if my contacts are still available. I'm sorry to keep cutting you off.
No, you're fine. All is well. So I guess we'll arrive. We'll split up a little bit. Some of us will go to Gloomrock here, and you'll head on over to High Church.
All right. Who wants to go where?
Dibs on going with Daphne.
What?
Okay, Fred. Jesus.
Listen, the way you
Does-
said that, it was like
that
almost
make-
exactly like a Scooby Doo episode.
Does that
Okay,
make-
gang, let's split up.
Does that make
Shag-
Ferris and Bubs
Shaggy and
Shaggy and Scooby?
Yes.
Shaggy and Scooby,
Oh,
you
no,
go to the
Lucky
basement,
is
Velma, Daphne, and I
Scrappy.
are heading to the bedroom.
I know, Lucky Scrappy. Oh no.
Oh no.
Lucky's not that insufferable.
That means Cece's Velma.
Ah, Cece gets the best.
No, Ingerwill's Velma.
Best girl.
You're both Velma.
Okay.
What are you
There's
talking
two-
about? Shaggy's best girl.
It swoops right in.
Watch me swoosh right
Whoops.
All right, pick your teams. I guess.
I'm
Well, I
going
mean, I
to.
already said I'm going to High Church, so.
So Ingerwill's leading to Gloomrock and Loam's leading to High Church. So you just pick which person you're going after.
in. Whichever one has an open spot that no one else. Like, if everyone makes their decision and there's an uneven amount, Ferris will pick.
I would like to go with Lum.
There are
I
6.
kind of want to
of
go
you,
with
sir.
Ingewill.
That's a first.
Why
This
wouldn't I want to go with my family?
this means
Aw.
Sark Loam gets
Sark.
Sark.
No, Sark and Loam are
No.
going together.
As soon as Sark is
No.
about to go, Ferris is like, I'll go with Loam.
No!
No, you need a you might need a rogue.
You might need a rogue. We're in infiltration. Both teams need to have the rogue.
Rut Rogue. Raggy.
Rogue.
Rogue
Rogue.
reparations.
Rome. All right.
Fantastic.
Let's start with
Let's start with Loam.
yeah. High church. It is neither high nor a church. There is a
There
church.
is a church there.
There is, but it
A
is
single
neither.
church, but it's not very high.
It's not.
It's
Who
a low
names-
Until
church.
Ferris
Who
brings
names
that
these
herb with her.
places? Oh hell yeah!
Elbury.
Clearly, just that peyote.
The area is oddly empty seeming, more so than it was before. They weren't the kind of folks to be out and about usually, but it is very quiet and empty.
We even need to put on disguises, considering that there's probably nobody here.
No, worst case you can just throw cloaks over you and you're fine.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
no.
Sark has enough.
Really? Who would have seen that one coming? You wouldn't even look out of place doing that.
I don't know. I've got a lot of armor on me.
Oh, there's a
I
lot
can't
of people
exactly
on
look pregnant.
That wasn't where I was expecting that comment to go.
I was gonna say that Sark has all the stuff you need for disguises, but now all I can imagine is Sark trying to stuff a pillow into his armor.
Put a wig on Loam.
Declan now has a quote.
That's all we need. Oh god. It's in.
Oh,
I love this.
Alright, but yeah, you know what? Just Sark is going to be extra safe, and give me. Is disguise a fucking stat in this? I forget.
I'm pretty sure
Deception.
I can roll for it, but I also have items for it.
I have a
it's
disguise
like a
kit.
disguise.
Yeah,
that,
I think
that's what I'm going for.
yeah, I think disguise kit's
I'm
good.
pretty
I think
sure it's the
just
charisma base.
Oh my god, this is reverse Scooby-Doo. You're the man in the mask.
disguise kit. Let me just check. I'm sure.
I've got
it's on-
disguise kits and the cloak of many fashions, I think.
Oh well, you're covered.
Okay, so it would add to stealth. So you get to add Sark's proficiency to stealth checks.
+7. That's actually
Christ.
not bad. Actually, no, we get +14 because Sark has double proficiency in that.
Yep.
Alright.
So wait,
I'm
we
gonna
get
need
plus
every single bit of it.
14 to stealth right now.
Yeah. So none of you are being noticed.
Sark knows what
That's
he's doing.
great.
Wait, Sark
It's
is only rolling.
22 for me.
No, everybody would roll. Just you would get
Everyone
Sark's
would
Yeah.
roll.
bonus.
It's just we get a +14
On top
because
of ours, or just
Yeah.
Sark's?
on top of yours.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Sark's expertise is kicking in with him giving the disguise kit.
Considering I made it, everyone should be fine.
Yeah. There's not a hard DC here. Yeah. Yep.
Ingable actually succeeded
Would I
very
stack it
well.
on top
Nice.
of Cece's stealth, or
Yes. Yes, you would.
Cece's gonna be the
25.
stealthiest.
Cece doesn't. You can't even tell Cece's a tabaxi.
Cece's a
Cece
bird
is
now.
suddenly-
She's just pee now.
Cece became pee-pee. She's just a pigeon.
It's evolution, baby.
Beautiful. You hit me with one, Varys. Yeah, stealth check.
Me? That's a stealth check, oh boy.
Plus 17, I think you said? 14?
14 extra on top
14.
of whatever you roll.
Well, that's gonna be an 18 regardless. So let me roll and see.
Don't
just
roll
how-
that one.
Yeah, that's 28. We're
Yeah,
fine.
you're all fine.
Great.
Can I get a perception check from Loam then?
Me?
Yes.
Just
You're fucked.
Loam?
Just Loam. Because he's been here before.
Lame.
Actually, you two. You and Loam.
19. We're good.
You
We're in.
both,
Oh,
Loam,
that's Sark. That's
Loam,
Sark.
Loam notices that, all the old, like, thieves markings on the walls have been removed. And Sark notices that where certain marks would be, there aren't anymore. It's little, like, etch marks that are cleaned up, but, they're still there. As you go through the town toward the said actual church.
They actually
Excellent.
left. Make it as hard for us as possible. Let's keep moving. Let's not keep him waiting.
Fine. I was gonna investigate why they were erased.
If you want to do that, go ahead.
All right, with that investigation, you notice that where the marks were, hidden in various places around them are new marks. And because you understand thieves' cant or whatever, I think it is.
Yes.
You
That's
know
it.
that they're that the new marks are essentially like mini guides to tell you where to go, and they all kind of point back over here.
Excellent.
They look
Sark
like
is going to look so
Sorry.
proud of himself as he approaches Loam to let him know about this.
Good. Well, we should probably just keep going to find the church. Make sure that everyone's been cleared out. Then we'll follow the marks. Okay?
Fine.
Arriving at the church, it is. Well, I shouldn't say arriving at the church. Arriving at where the church was, there is now a pile of rubble.
Sark's gonna kick a rock.
Clatters against the other rocks, sadly.
The rocks are
This is
sad,
holy
Loam.
Yeah, this rock's sad too.
Oh.
Cute.
This is holy ground.
Does it change holiness if it's not there anymore?
It's been defiled. It's been torn to the ground. It's been looted. And I'm sure if we look hard enough, we'll find some bodies.
Well,
Sad
Sark's
fate.
gonna start attempting to find bodies. He needs clues. You can't bring him to a mysterious, broken down church and expect him to walk away.
Can I?
Especially given his affinity with spirits.
Holy shit, this
Mhm.
really is Scooby Doo. He's looking for clues.
Can you?
um Try and like reach out with detect thoughts and see if there's anything around.
And you don't really get anything. Mm, yeah, you don't really get anything, dude. There's some squirrels around that you just latch onto because it's the
Nut.
only
He
thing
just
around.
hears.
Nut. Nut. Nut.
Sark, on the other
Oh.
hand, finds only one body, or at least what's left of one. It is, at this point, a skeleton. And it is mangled, but not in the sense that something fell on it and crushed it.
So
Like
this
something
dude
tore it
was
apart.
screwed up before the building fell.
Something tore it apart.
Something tore this dude up. And it was a death that occurred prior to the fall of this building.
Indeed.
It's murder
try and
mystery
figure out-
time.
Can I try and figure out who it is?
It's a skeleton, so no. But you can kind of like look. If you give me a medicine check, you can like see what exactly is wrong with it more than it's fucked up.
I was more so trying to like examine the clothes, see if like any markings that were on
There
it
aren't
were
any.
still visible, able.
There
Okay,
aren't
then I'll
any.
just make the
Yeah,
medicine check.
either it was picked
Me too,
clean
scary.
or died naked.
I have no clue.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
Actually, an
I mean,
investigation might also work if that's any better. Again,
Is, but only by one. If I
eh,
keep the roll, it's just a 10.
that is enough for you to notice that all the fingers are crushed. Like
Not the
there's basically
fingies.
no bones there, and not in the sense that something like took them. They're just it's dust.
It's just a fine calcium powder.
Yeah, just heavy enough not to
It
get
turned it.
blown by too heavy winds.
It turned this man into whey protein.
we're gathered here today to mourn the loss of Wade, who got turned away. What
All right.
would
Whatever it
you
was,
need
it
to
was big.
crush? What would you need to crush fingers for?
Keep him from getting away. Or just for the fun of it.
Sadism.
Something almost makes me think there might be more than one dragon here. But I could be wrong. City has so many secrets, it's hard to tell what's what anymore. Well, we've done all we could here. It's Let's just
Follow those
follow the markings
markings.
you saw. Yeah.
Ferris, CC Inglewill, you guys come to a much more openly kind of busy part of town. It is the poorer area, but no one is hiding out. They're just going about their day, looking very glum and sad at living in the shittiest place in the world.
Hmm.
At
Do I
least to
notice
you.
any reaction from these people as she's riding on the back of Bubs?
Nothing more than like, what the fuck is someone with a Drake doing here? A couple of people shy away, and you can kind of assume they think that like you're some kind of bounty hunter or something.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
I need everyone I pass to make a DC 24 will save.
Everyone is very charmed
What?
by the pretty kobold.
Okay.
They think they're all confused about why you're in this part of town. Because actually, they're charmed by you, but they also don't like you. Because you're wearing nice clothes, you're very
I'm
fancy.
wearing grandma clothes. I still don't I still don't
It's
have any
nicer
nice
than
robes
poor
or
people
anything.
clothes.
Yeah, these are like burlap sacks turned into clothes. It's like the kind of
I
shit
mean-
that they've got here.
Uptown girl, she's living at her uptown world.
Oh no.
So like
She
you
also-
look like a friendly rich person, but
You're
Especially
still a
since
rich person.
You're also rolling with
You're
Ferris,
act-
who's on the back of a literal drake or a
yeah,
dragon at this
very
point.
confused that you three are together.
Not to
And whatever
mention,
CC's
Ingawell's got pearlescent flesh, so her flesh alone is like, I'm wealthier than you peasants.
Her flesh.
Your disguise kits do manage to kind of hide just how shiny Ingawell is. So you do
Oh,
look a
good.
bit like just a fancy kobold. Which
So, Grandma, why do you have a disco ball under your cloak?
Damn.
We
Got a
covered her in
disco
some
ball, or
baby
are you
powder
just
to knock
happy
her
to
out.
see me?
Cece looks very what's the word? Like Aragorn.
Like original CC.
Yeah, like Aragorn hiding in the fucking tavern, like some random dude. You fit in.
She's got
pretty
her
much.
head up.
Yeah. You fit.
She's
You
got
fit.
her fake mustache.
That's
The
the
one she took from Shay.
Oh, hang on, I could find it.
This tabaxi with gray fur and then just a brown mustache.
fake mustache.
Listen, no one there would question it.
No.
Oh, there she is!
There we go.
There's our girl.
It's CC.
Excellent.
It's icky.
It's Ick.
Ick.
Okay.
It's EC.
Easy, ick, and pee.
Ick and ip.
If hooray.
Peep and east and sea east.
I need some subtitles. This is just gibberish now.
Sark's name backwards is crass.
Oh.
Listen,
Cece, can I get some either investigation or perception checks to see if you
Yes,
can
let me.
spot the things similar to how they were?
Before I roll before I roll like an actual rolled perception, her passive is 23.
Oh, well then yeah, you notice these immediately. You spot more than a few that all of them, like this one's...
Nope.
I'll give you the passive that you notice them. But it's like a dialect. You're kind of confused if this one's telling you to go right or left. This one might be for like nice place to say, or this is a hobo sign for murders people who visits.
man, I'm so
She's very
glad you got the
confused.
bonus because of Sark.
Oh, do I get a perception bonus because of Sark all the way across town?
No.
Oh, fair.
It takes a bit, but you do end up like figuring out like, oh, I'm reading them backwards.
Ick.
Weast.
I thought you said wheeze.
And you
Well, Andrew, this is just me and you playing freaking Final Fantasy.
This is just us the other day. No, your
Your
other
other
ease. I
That's
say
West
go left,
Patrick.
she goes right. I'm like, no, your other left. She goes more right.
Oh.
Hey, CC, what's going on? Ick travel west.
Ferris that you
Oh
pay
my
Odie.
god, we are on such shit today.
Just like we never get anything done.
At some
Alright.
point, you're getting weird looks from like normal people just walking around as you're inspecting walls.
It wouldn't be the first time she's gotten weird looks.
Uh,
Oh,
let me
what
do
does that
something real
mean?
quick. Let me do something real
Don't
quick.
worry about it.
Yeah, all right. As you
That's a
keep
big
going,
promise.
you inevitably find your way to like a back alley within a back alley with stairs that go down into this building,
As one does.
and that is where you be. There's a door at the bottom of the stairs, and there are several buildings around that have doors. You don't know if they're houses or sheds.
Several doors that have buildings?
He's
Wow.
just gonna skeeter back up to where Ferris and Ingo are and be like, hey, the signs on the wall are pointing me in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Come with me. She'll like skeeter off.
Miguel is just going to follow along, assuming that CC knows exactly what she's doing, because Miguel has no fucking clue what any of his markings mean. She didn't even see most of them.
Yeah,
Didn't even see any of them.
Ferris is lost too.
at least someone
Can't
knows
go
where we're going.
east.
Like it. So the alleyway itself stops having markings, but there are 4 doors that you could theoretically go to. There's one to a large building in the very back of the alley, one on either side, and one at the stairs.
I feel like the most obvious one would be the one at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Probably.
Cece's
if you're
gonna
trying
go
to
in
be
that
sneaky
one.
about it.
You just go in.
Well, she'll knock.
Will she though?
She has
You
manners.
you hear
Okay.
a few knocks back, and you realize this is like it's like the secret knock. It's telling you like either go away or do it correctly.
Could I roll to see if I could suss out like potentially the rhythm, because these thieves knocks tend to be pretty simple.
Yeah. It's investigation.
We fucks with it.
We do.
That's 24.
Yeah. As you kind of listen for a second and just your brain, you get the brain blast moment where it's like, oh, hang on,
Galaxy brain.
I've heard this before, and it's just fucking shaving a haircut.
Bam, 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 bam.
And after knocking correctly, the door opens and you see a one-eyed elf just sitting there looking around. Get in.
One-eyed, one horn.
Get in. Get in.
Cece's gonna wave her hand as they come in, and she'll go through the door.
Before Ferris
I'll
goes
follow.
in, she's going to pop the silver raven figurine of wondrous power and just let it sit up on a rooftop as like a reconnaissance thing,
Yes.
just to keep an eye.
Fair enough. One does.
You are ushered in, and after a moment of Bubs trying to like squeeze in, the elf kind of looks at him and goes, "Strange new recruits. Yes, come in, follow me." And you begin to be led down a long tunnel, and the raven spies a cloaked figure entering one of the 2 side doors, not the stairs or the big door.
Interesting.
How long have... Where you come from? Don't look like Gloom Rock people.
This is out of
How do I
character.
answer this?
Do we name drop Loam?
Try it. See what happens.
We've been
Good-
sent by
good point.
Thunderclap
were-
McGee.
Thunder
What?
thighs.
Thundercock McGee.
We were directed
The man
here
with the wrought
by
iron cake.
who we believe is an acquaintance.
Names.
When you bang these two rocks together, sparks certainly fly.
No.
Names quickly. Any
Loam?
acquaintances? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. And he kind of stops and then turns to look at all of you with his one eye, and it's all fucking dilated and huge. It's like, oh. You the folks who helped kill the dragon lady.
Yes, and then I ate her heart.
You just ran into Yoda, didn't you?
No.
No.
Good.
No.
We're going to need you
Quick.
folks. Wait. And he gets real close to Ingawil and just like looking with one eye and just you. You're the one with the message, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
We actually came back to follow up on that message.
Ooh, good. Good. We assumed you would. Assumed big festival. Yearly thing. Figured Rock 1 would help you folks figure out the perfect time to disrupt things. Good. Come. And he leads you around a tunnel. It seems to almost loop in on itself, but you never see turns. Like, it is a single tunnel until he gets to a door, opens it, and inside is a fire genasi with his hood down, feet up on a table, talking with a few other folks.
Oh, he's gonna be so down to burn the town to the ground.
And upon seeing all of you enter, he simply just looks over at you and goes, "Ah, welcome. New recruits?"
Will's just gonna give a sickeningly sweet smile.
Ah, I would recognize
Not
that
quite.
smile anywhere. Our would-be... What's the word? Harbinger of Doom?
That is the idea.
Fantastic. We were hoping you would actually come.
I don't lie.
Well, how are we supposed to know? But, welcome to... guess you would call it a resistance. It's more of a... what's the word? Well, to them, we're a terrorist organization. To us, we're freedom fighters. Soon to be coup makers. I'm not the one with the words. That's my fellow leader. I just like to kill things. And I hate... well, I like to kill things that deserve it. Don't think me some kind of psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
I like kill thing.
It's not Gabu.
I'm bad.
No. No.
And it would be about here that Sark, can I get an investigation check from you? It would be about here that Ferris will notice those three roaming down the alley toward the 4 doors.
She is going to command the Raven to subtly caw in a way that would get their attention, since they would recognize that as Ferris's.
You
But to
sent a
anybody
bird
else,
to
it would
caw
be
at a cat, so.
to anybody else, it would just be some random bird.
Sark definitely notices. They all do, but Sark is just like, I would assume.
Immediately.
Burb.
Burp! Burp!
And that's when the fire genasi just nods a bit. The three yours.
Which three?
I'm seeing them through the Raven. Yeah, they're ours.
Oh, okay. I can't see them, so.
Lead them to the door on the right, not the down. It'll be unlocked.
Inkwill doesn't want to be associated with us. She's trying to deny us.
That's
She
not what I
is.
was trying to do.
I would too.
I don't blame her either.
But
So they get let in?
the door opens and they are ushered in quickly. Yes,
And we're together again.
yes. And the fire
We weren't
genasi.
attacked while the party split up.
You weren't. It wouldn't matter. You just fucking murder everyone anyway. No, I'm kidding.
Your point. You're not.
I'm not. The fire genasi looks over everyone and looks at Loam, and you instantly recognize him. He's one of the people that was in charge when you joined up. He wasn't over here before, but that's a whole other story. But you know him. Isn't the dragon killer
happened to the church?
himself? Ooh. Let's just say they weren't happy when you took out your lady. And, well, they went looking for us before we could look for them. We got everyone out, except for the Reverend. Poor old bastard.
Reverend.
You specifically remember the Reverend. He was less of like a resistance figure and more just like, I'll help anyone who needs it, and I won't tell anyone anything, because that's religion, pastor
Yeah.
privilege. He was an
How
old.
far along are we?
Well, we're set to go off tomorrow sometime during the night. We figured you would be here, and since tomorrow is the day that all the people in charge are going to be gathered up, we figured we would set a perimeter around the old theater and then take care of
still
everyone
keep their
in charge.
Do they still keep their black powder in the barracks?
Oh yes, that's going up immediately. That's our distraction.
Doesn't have to be our distraction. It can be the solution to our problems.
What do you mean?
Cece, did you say that the most influential people were at this little shindig?
Elizabeth said that it was going to be a pretty popular show.
Anyone from the
More than
mayor?
likely
You
gonna have a bunch of important people.
You blow the theater to smithereens. There's all their leverage. There's all their important people. That's all their generals. That's all their nobles. They get a better tactical advantage than that.
Do we need the black powder for that, though?
Black powder explodes when you ignite it.
Yeah, so do meteors.
I like her.
Meteors were a little more instant, though.
And give him all that Give away our element of surprise.
We'll
Isn't that what the distraction is for? Is them to feel briefly that they're safe, that the attack went somewhere else, and then us just kind of show up and decide, no, 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 you're not safe.
We can use that, get everyone to the theater, and then attack somewhere else if we're quick enough. Which, judging by the looks of some of our people here, I'd say we're pretty quick.
we'll at least have a signal before we blow the place up to smithereens, right?
We can
Well, I
escape
don't-
long before the show's over.
You could do it. We could do it during an intermission where they're expecting no actors to be on the stage anyways.
Or, we could just throw a fruit at the stage.
I'm gonna
Oh.
look at Sark as he says
Let's get-
that with just a what the fuck face.
Let's get back to actual plans here.
Listen,
Try to get a few barrels to help blow the place. We were just gonna set it on fire and block all the
He's
exits.
gonna lean into Sark and be like, I thought the fruit was a good idea.
yeah.
You could set it on fire, but where's the pizzazz? You need to start off a new regime with a bang, right? Black powder does the trick.
Knew we missed you for a reason. We'll get the boys to steal a few. That shouldn't take more than a few hours. What do you guys intend to do?
We
Loot
plan
the
on
place.
watching a show
Watch a show, loot the
and
place.
then looting the place.
Both. Both.
Both is good.
Fair enough. We'll give you the reins on when the party starts, so to speak. Just give us the signal and, well, boom.
When does the show start? Do you know, Cece?
Should look at the tickets.
It is for 7 p.m. exactly.
What time is it right now?
It is. It is.
8:45.
It is.
Oh
Fuck,
shit, we're late!
It is currently noon the day before.
Oh, okay.
So what
It's 7 p.m.
is
tomorrow.
the show anyway? I can't imagine that anyone around here would be one for theatrics or the arts.
Call gladiator fights.
No.
Elizabeth
that's
was
their
describing
theatrics.
to me.
That's their arts.
Not as classy.
It's
Do
a
we know
surprise
who's-
showing. Somebody known as the Blue Moon King is going to be performing, and they haven't performed in a really long time, from what she said. So I guess it's a big deal. There's some kind of celebrity.
Indeed. The fire genasi sits back down and looks over at you. Indeed. And well, prisoner. One of the something law cities down on the south continent. One of their big wigs. Big famous performer. Guess they wanted a show all to themselves.
Interesting.
Weird.
Oh.
Law City. You wouldn't mean Taylor, would you?
One of them, yeah. Whatever the hell
This
they're
could
called.
be. This could be a lot more important than maybe we thought it was. Then
Why?
maybe
Yeah,
they'll know
meaning-
something.
I'm just asking why was it more important? I'm not familiar with these people.
Oh, and she'll like wave her hands in front of her. Don't mind me. I'm talking to myself.
Okay. Is
Is
something
it
we should know
important enough
about?
to share with the rest of us?
More like personal backstory important. So it's at least important to me.
I see.
You're important to all of us, ZZ.
He's gonna turn back to the fire genasi. Have you scoped out how long the shows are? How long it lasts?
3 acts, 15 minutes each. Usually hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the break. Rich folks and their attention spans and all.
I see.
So about 30 minutes to 45 minutes should be the intermission.
Something like that, yes.
At 40, that's when you blow it up. But everyone's still in their seats, not expecting anything, just thinking the show might run a little late. And then we can get this actor out if he's so important.
I mean, we could probably
And
get the entire
escape
troop
ourselves.
out.
There's only one performer for this show.
Oh, really? A solo performer? That's weird. Okay.
Maybe like the musicians and other staff, but
Yeah.
I gotta want to
If
kill a
they
bunch of
have
artists.
any other staff.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask, were you expecting anybody in a cloak?
Think we were. Yes.
Someone went through one of the side doors not too long ago.
It
I'm
is worth
told.
mentioning that I once again do have 60 feet of blind sense.
Well, if you're gonna ruin the surprise,
It her!
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
It her! I can't move her.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
Dropped
Well,
one
whatever.
I dropped one down.
I'll delete the other one when I get back.
I will also be RB.
Small intermission.
It her.
It's
That's
the
when you blow
girl.
us all
Both of
up.
her.
Just
All
what?
two of her.
Ow!
Well, I
What?
couldn't figure out just
Jesus
two.
Just
so
realized
let's
I
pretend
was
you have
muted.
two. Of her.
all two of Elena.
Your
Two of
mom
us.
lets you have
Freedoms.
2 Elenas?
Mom said it's my turn with Elena.
Oh no.
I realize I have this now.
What is this?
Everything is brighter within a mile around me.
Elena's like a flashlight.
Everyone within range is immune to disease and cured of any diseases they have when they touch me. Not when I touch them, when they touch me.
Touch.
Okay,
Don't
Jesus.
touch.
Food regenerates while not
STI's
being eaten or digested.
What? That what,
that
Declan?
STI is gonna cure itself.
Listen. And then the less fun one. No, you didn't actually hit me.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
If everyone else is taking a bit of a break, I guess I will too. I'll be right back.
Gonna go manifest. Manifest Pistony.
Did you guys see what I put in out of context?
I have not yet. No.
I have not either.
The Winnie the Pooh one?
Yeah.
I love it.
Today is the day we burn this motherfucker to the ground.
My favorite day.
That's very Inglewill.
That's very the party right now.
I announced I was coming.
I'm just surprised that it's Cece that was like, we're gonna do this now.
I mean, based on the recounts of things.
And her own trauma here of almost being burned to death.
Yeah, her own thing of almost being burned alive. So It's important to y'all, it's important to her. She knows how much y'all want to destroy this place.
She's just the one that took the initiative.
How am I going to destroy this town? I have a
Double meteor storm?
Oh, Meteor Storm's definitely been cast, but I have other spells too.
You could just wish that it never existed to begin with.
No, that's not how Wish works.
Doesn't
Baldur's Gate
matter.
3.
You're,
Baldur's Gate
you're
3,
baiting the DM, which works however you want it to.
No, that's not how this works. I'm not dating the DM.
You're married.
They're married. It's a very different.
That means wish works the way everyone wants it to. Except for trying to erase the last 20 seconds of Sark's memory, apparently.
No, Sark. Why? Why? I wanted it to be a surprise.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
I could cause earthquakes, I could cause storms, I can cause meteor showers,
Why not all of them?
summon dragon spirits to just rampage through the city. So many options.
And I can enhance all of that with my spirit totem.
Yeah.
That was fun last time.
What's
That was a lot.
sorry? What?
We're just plotting.
Oh, you're plotting.
Yeah, I'm deciding on how I'm specifically destroying Telberry. Like I was explaining to them, I have the ability to cause earthquakes. I can make a giant tsunami show up. I can make a giant storm appear. I can rain meteors down from the sky. Like I have a lot of options.
Here's the problem. You have a lot of options, and they're all really fucking good options. Let me be frank.
Right.
But
Right.
the big problem is, how do we destroy the city without destroying the loot? Because inevitably, if we hit the city,
that is a
if we
very
hit if we hit the city hard enough, like with a flood, all that shit's going right to the ocean, and then that Leviathan's getting more than we bargained for.
Hmm.
Then if we melt it too much, like
Either that or the Leviathan likes us enough to fish it out for us.
Ferris,
Yeah, but
time to
some
flirt
could
with
still
the
be ruined.
Leviathan.
Oh my gosh, she does not flirt with the dragon.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Saw you
totally what DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon wasn't about.
Wasn't about.
Like they're all really good options. It's just
These are all great options, but
okay. Hear me out.
Or,
What if I mythic
Okay.
cast Wish, right?
okay.
And I wish that every single magic item in the city got transported out of the city. Do you think he would go with that?
You gotta be specific about where, because he could turn that against you.
Oh yeah, I know, but like
Yeah,
you think
because that could
you
end
know,
right in the fucking water.
yeah.
Instead of every single magic item, all the riches.
Anything
We
of
will get some
value.
duds inevitably.
That's true.
Anything of value is a little too broad. That'll get us people. We don't want that.
Any object of value.
I'm
And if
sorry,
you still
have you
say
forgotten
people, then
Engelwell's favorite pastime?
Fire.
Fire.
No, collecting
Murdering
people.
each other.
No, it's fire. Come on.
collecting fire. Why not both?
I mean, people.
Dinguel is Prometheus.
And Sark is just a slaver.
Sark is
Except
a
her husband's actually
slaver.
like her. Listen, they're just consenting slaves, okay?
Hmm.
Sark's not
I'm
here.
interested to see how
So I
part
can
of
shit
one of
talk.
my abilities affects the performance tonight. Specifically, this part.
Oh,
Could
are
be
you gonna
interesting.
try and like psychic mind them? Hey, we're gonna get you out and then burn this fucking place to the ground.
I could.
Honestly, that's better than just like kidnapping the fucker. You just have to pass the wisdom save or whatever.
I mean, depending on what the save is.
Well, it's
Oh.
the save to, get into his mind and talk to him, but if there's no save, then there's no save.
I
Well,
was like, is my armor really only +1? It is.
hello, nerds.
Well,
It's okay.
welcome
I have
back,
plus
nerd.
0 armor.
All right.
We were
I
just
have medium
discussing the
armor
best
and an
ways to
AC
get.
of 26.
We were
We were just
discussing the
discussing.
best way to get the riches of the city.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because Lum made a really good point that if I just flood the city or cause too big of an earthquake or meteor swarm too hard or anything like that, I might destroy our loot, and that would be bad.
It would be.
So
You don't want to lose the loot. But yes, he gestures over at Elena and is like, "You."
Not this one. This one's fake. No, you got rid of the.
Oh, you
That's the
said
one that I
not this
can't
one.
control.
You said not this one.
Helena has lost control. She's out of control.
The
Oh, no.
gun raises, pointing at Zach.
He's probably used to it by this point.
Your friend's been helping us, and we've been helping her. Trying to.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey!
Hi, Helena.
Long time no see. What have you been up to?
Oh, plotting raising a city.
Aren't you glad
As
we
one
didn't
does.
just burn the city to the ground?
Oh, so nothing's changed then. Cool.
Breaking up a marriage
I killed Tiamat.
between a god
Are those
and a
related?
goblin.
I get the feeling those are related.
Yeah, they are actually.
The goblin and the god weren't related, no.
Anyway, I've
This
been
one's related to one of
busy
them.
looking for people. I've made
These two
some
are
good
related to
headway.
one of them.
And
Has
how's the
anyone
people
stopped by
be
the
the one
camp
to
looking
tell-
for me?
Huh?
Has anyone stopped by the camp looking for me?
A few people.
A couple months ago, there was this Reaper person who thought Sark was bad at his job.
Oh, that's awesome. Not that Sark's bad at his job. I'm sorry about that. But yes!
And there was...
Oh, she was the one I was going to have the most trouble getting a hold of. Because you can't exactly just stroll into Death's Domain and ask for someone. Especially
Yeah,
when they're...
apparently it was something to do with some mummy lords that popped up in the pyramid next to the town.
Yeah, that seems like
There
something
was the
that she'd
whole
handle.
thing. There's a
I gotta
whole
go talk to
thing.
her. It's gonna make for a weird conversation. Can't just be like,
Good.
hey, I remember you from a different life. That's not really how it works.
I mean, that's how it worked for me.
How you doing on that front, by the way?
Let's not talk about that.
I'm sorry.
Let's not talk about that.
Hi, I'm
So-
Ingawil.
So do you... Why is Elena here?
You are here to look for one of your friends whose name I forgot. You have come to the
Yes.
conclusion through various investigatory means that she is here. And you've been here for about 2 weeks trying to find her and have hooked up with these guys because they're willing to help as long as you help. And you've plotted a
Yes,
few things.
Me and my +16 to investigation.
That is a good
And your
investigation.
fucking gun, but let's not talk about that part.
You
The
plotted
gun
a few
helps me
things.
investigate.
You have interrogated people with the gun. Very intimidating.
Knowing Elena, she probably made the gun talk. Like, she just turns her head away and just like, you might want to tell her what she wants. Say.
I'm just imagining a Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation.
Basically, she just like very badly tries to like act like the gun is talking to them. And she does like this whole like fucking good cop, bad cop shtick with it.
And this
People
little
just think
piggy
she's
went,
fucking
bang,
crazy.
bang, motherfucker, bang.
I dropped some beautiful
She
art.
accidentally has shot a few people.
Oh shit! I just blew Marvin's face off. Why the fuck did you do that?
Oh,
I don't know. You gotta have an opinion.
Sorry.
I love it.
That's great.
I drew the
You're
meme
my
you sent.
favorite, Dad.
I saw that.
I'll
And it's
have
on a
to.
calendar too.
I'll have
Oh
to
my God.
format it differently. I have my notebook next to me.
That's going in the
Ingo will look
the
so
pinup
proud.
calendar.
Yeah, I'm
This day
supposed
is
to.
going to be marked in history, and that's going to be like the little picture that shows up on that calendar day.
Yeah, I'm looking for one of my
It'll be in
friends
every
here.
childhood storybook.
Maybe you've seen her, maybe you haven't. I'm not sure.
What's she look like?
She's a little on the. I don't want to call her meek. That's pretty rude. She's a little smaller. Scary eyes. She carries a big tome around. I actually got this beret from her in another timeline, but she doesn't always have it.
Okay.
Probably not. Probably not. She's
We're supposed
never
to know
really
what
liked
you're
it.
talking about.
Black hair.
No,
She's
no,
spooky
we don't
pretty.
know what you're talking about.
She's
Nothing rings a bell.
more cute than pretty, but she's pretty scary. She's pretty scary. And she really doesn't mean to be scary, but it just happens. And she feels really bad about it.
Fair enough.
She's a pretty Reaper friend.
No, she's not a Reaper. She is sometimes something much worse.
Politician.
A lesbian.
A politician.
A lesbian politician.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, a Republican
don't
lesbian
exist.
politician.
Oh god.
Or is it even possible?
Yes.
I should warn you, she's the one I said that I often have to put down in other universes.
Like a dog.
Oh.
Like, yeah,
Hmm.
like it really sucks because it's not her choice, but she sometimes is the anomaly, and I gotta do my job so the world doesn't get destroyed.
Does sound like a problem.
That's great. No, but that doesn't exactly help us with the description.
Well, yeah, good point. Good point. How about I tag along with you, and maybe we can.
All right. I don't think we have an extra ticket for you though.
Oh, I've got.
Well, let's see.
I've got
Count
this. She
tickets.
pulls out a slip of paper in her emerald pen. This is the first time I'm using that magic item, DM. And she uses illusory script on it.
Hell yeah.
She basically just writes herself a backstage pass.
This just
Oh,
sounds
hell
like
yeah.
she's using the
holding it up
disguise
to-
pen from the first season of Sailor Moon.
She's holding it
Kind
up
of, yeah.
to Elena for reference.
It's like a pen version of the psychic paper from Doctor Who.
I love
Yeah,
it.
true. Great.
So that's all we need then.
And if that doesn't work, then this will, and she holds her gut up.
Somehow I believe you.
Yeah, it usually works. It's loud and it's scary.
Sark feels so
I'm worried about
conflicted.
any
Why does
guards.
Elena and all of her friends seem like spouse material? All of them are little psychopaths.
They're well-meaning psychopaths.
Which is why they're spouse material.
So you've been investigating the area then?
For 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, I have a very important question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What are
What is the
those?
most valuable item in the entire city?
Dion, what would the most... Should I roll insight?
Yes.
Well, I have a plus 13, so how can this possibly go wrong? I'll use this
He
die
says.
instead. Rolling in that one. Well, that's an 18, so I'm pretty sure with a plus 13 to that, I'm in the clear. With a... What, 31?
You think for like a second, and then you go, "Oh, it's this big fuck off." Like, you gesture, you hold your hands out. It's like it's this giant cup statue figurine thing. It's just made of pure fucking gold. It's like the Stanley Cup, but just the entire thing is gold and encrusted with gems.
The Coom Chalice.
See, this is how I know we landed in the wrong city. This is fucking Boston.
Mental
Nice.
note:
Yeah.
pick up cream pies on the way home.
You're about to make this Detroit.
Oh no.
And the Red Wings aren't here to save him.
Yeah.
All right, just gotta plan ahead.
Our main treasure is the fucking Stanley Cup. Jesus Christ.
It's
The
Could we
smile
mark-
that brings to my face.
it's not necessarily just the Stanley Cup. It is a big golden jewel encrusted cup with little statues like holding it up of all the famous important people, quote unquote, of Telbury. But it's basically the Stanley Cup.
I can still see this being like their Lombardi trophy though. Like they just award it to like whoever has the best gladiators or some shit.
Yeah,
They just
it's like
keep
the
moving it
person.
around.
It's like the
You
person of the
slaughtered the
year
most
trophy.
newborns this month. Congratulations.
It keeps getting wider at the. It keeps getting wider and wider at the base because they keep adding people to it.
What is the playoffs for slaughtering newborns?
Holy shit!
At what point is it a cup or is it closer to a plate?
Sir, Declan, it's an off
It
season.
depends
It would
on
just be a
which side you
scrimmage.
flip it over on.
Oh God!
And what goes in the cup exactly?
Victory.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The tears of the poor.
Yeah,
That's
victory.
why it lives here.
Well, according to Dakota, there are a lot of poor people in the side of Telbury, so they might need two.
Listen, they got a year to go through all of it. They're fine. But the
Another great year of slaughtering the innocent.
Fire
Delightful.
Genasi claps his hands, gets up, and goes, "All right, so you guys are free until you show tomorrow. Feel free to take a rest. The barracks are that way." He gestures behind him. Canteen's that way. Gestures to his right.
As if this party knows how to rest.
What shenanigans can I get into?
You using that on Zech?
Et tu
No one,
Brutus
I'm
as Zach
making
just
sure it
fucking
worked.
annihilates this guy.
Yeah.
Immediate.
I'm in Telbury. Kill people.
You rest, motherfucker. You rest.
Nobody puts baby in his corner.
What?
Ferris is just like, well, if we're torching the place tomorrow, I'm going to get a head start, look at the shops, see what they have, magic item-wise, maybe eye
That's
up
a good
some
idea.
presents.
Yeah, we should split up, look around town, and find all the most valuable things for us to steal once everything goes down.
Sark's just gonna start clapping, and giving her a standing ovation.
It's a
And
good
then
thing I
everybody
have.
stood up and clapped.
It's a good thing I have 2 weeks to figure out all this shit.
I can give you all head starts if you want to see where the most expensive stuff are.
I
Yeah,
can
show
give
me the
you all
most
head
expensive.
loan.
Oh no.
That big cup. That big cup. I have no clue where that is. Usually with the winner, I assume. Beautiful, beautiful statues in this courtyard here. Lots of luxury goods here.
Okay.
Middle end shops here.
Mhm.
And this is where all the luxury housing is.
Excellent. All right, Sark, Cece, I have a mission for both of you.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Immediate full attention.
I want you to burglarize the entire Eastgate district tonight.
Immediate giant glittery cata.
I want you both to just get in, steal as much shit as physically possible, and just have fun with it.
If we finish early, is there a second location you'd want us to touch?
Try the harbor.
She didn't think
Probably the
that far
harbor,
ahead.
Yeah, probably the harbor.
Sounds good.
Heck yeah. Do this. Do this. Practically dancing in place.
All right. Loam, what do you
Oh,
want
I'm
to
gonna
do
help.
tonight?
I'm gonna help with the mission. They want black powder, and I'm gonna give it to them.
Okay, so you're basically going into like black powder for everything. Understood. Zach, what are you
Yes,
doing?
and
I don't know.
Okay.
He
I
gonna
don't
get
really got
laid.
strong feelings either way, other than I will just be a hindrance to try and rob anything.
What? Don't you get in my way. I
That's why
have
I'm not
permission.
going with you.
So, Barris, what are you doing then?
Good question. I think. Do we need reconnaissance?
I mean,
Harrison
knowing
Zach,
where
I have
our
I have an
valuables are.
idea if you have no clue what you want to do.
Other than like,
Yeah.
maybe helping Elena find her friend, I'm down to listen to what you got.
The Ironmire has a bunch of slave camps still. That's where you went when you found me.
Say less.
Yeah. Fuck that place.
So
They're doing the important fun things. We're doing the sneaky fun things.
So Sarkin and Cece are gonna go ransack the harbor and the Cloud District effectively, Eastgate. Ferris and
Zach.
Zach, I'm sorry, names are getting mixed up. Are going to be freeing the slave camps. Loam is going to be collecting black powder, and I am going to be working on a ritual spell tonight. Think that will.
Elena's just gonna like very sheepishly like, what about me?
Well, I'm not in
Ask
charge of
Elena.
you. I'm not in charge of you. I can't tell you what to do.
I mean, I already.
You wanted
I had
the
a-
market stalls, right?
No, I had a plan. I just wanted to feel included.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to assume that I was gonna be able to be ordering you around. You're with us, but you're not like under me. You're not one of mine yet.
Yeah, I know. It's just it feels nice.
Okay. Then why don't you, if you don't have a plan, why don't you help out with the slaves?
Oh no, I do have a plan. I'm gonna go search my friend.
Okay.
Again, I just
She just wanted you to include her. She already had a plan.
just wanted to be acknowledged.
I'm sorry. I was trying not to be rude. And accidentally came off as rude.
Should we
Ghoul's having a
should we
crisis.
multitask and keep an eye out for Elena's friend as well?
Yes, she
Good
looks like
idea.
this. She is going to pull out her emerald pen again and get a piece of parchment and just start scribbling on it. Let me. Oh man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll a performance check just to see how shitty this comes out.
Excellent.
Listen, you guys are sending Sark on a thievery and find lady mission.
Yes. So if something goes
Done
wrong, I'll be
before.
very disappointed.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
let's see. Performance. She only has a.
I'm just now realizing how much of like Inglorious Bastards this feels like.
Yeah.
I love
She
it.
rolled a
I love it
10.
so much.
Oh.
Her performance is still only a +2. So, DM,
Yeah.
how. I'm going to send you the description for her friend.
Okay.
And then I want you to translate how it turns out having only rolled a 10.
All right.
This is gonna
Sark's
be
just gonna
great.
be like, this isn't the person. They don't look that wonky.
I found Square Bob.
Sponge pants.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, you ain't. Let me make sure that's right.
I'm generating your loot.
Already? Yeah, okay.
Manifesting loot.
Listen. Barring something
There you
really
go.
fucked happening, this will work.
Knowing our
How does
party,
this look?
expect the worst.
Alright, hang on. Let me
She ends up drawing a cat on accident. She gets distracted and just sketches a sailboat.
just draws her as a tabaxi to
What do
get
you
the
mean I
Sark
found
and
her?
Cece.
It's Sark.
Yeah, I say. Yeah.
Ugh.
Just kind of doing cat girl poses.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having feelings right now that I really shouldn't be having.
Oh, put it away.
Whoa.
Hey yo.
If I ever make that noise again, please send me to Portugal. I'll have it coming.
Oh no.
Not now.
If I ever hear those noises again, please send me to heaven. I've
Chief,
had a
I don't
good
think that's
life.
where you're going.
Is this
Fair
the
point.
picture?
yes.
Oh no. This is gonna
Oh
be great.
no, did you actually draw?
He's been drawing it on the map.
Oh, I was looking at my notes. I didn't see.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Is
Is that hair or is that a
Yes.
duckbill?
Yes.
He's not
She's wearing
finished.
white go-go boots.
He's drawing SpongeBob.
Me hoy, me noy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh my god, it really is like SpongeBob.
I do love this though.
They're black, they're
SpongeBob.
not red.
Too bad they're red now.
Red
The
now.
ink changed halfway through. The pen just was like, no, it's like, oh my god,
Hair
it's
What
like
is
straight
one
out
of
of
those.
clicker
black
pen?
ink.
I was gonna say it's like one of those pens with the different colors of ink, and she accidentally pressed down on the red.
I've had that happen to me before.
Fuck. Oh well, it's fine.
There you go. That's
If you
your
guys are
10.
staring at her shoes, I think we've got bigger problems.
That's just Dorothy, but she's
I don't know
crying.
why they came out red. I didn't mean for them to do that.
Maybe they're red, soaked with blood now.
Maybe. I don't know what she's been up to. I don't want to speak too soon.
So she's short with black hair, blue eyes, uh, yellow sleeves, white socks, and red
Okay.
shoes?
If I'm going to be completely honest, that's what she usually wears, but I have no idea. Usually when I see her, she ends up in a lot of trouble pretty often because of some terrible people. God, in a place like this, I
Barracks
can
are right
only.
next to the prison.
I don't know what
I
happened
can check
to
it out.
her. I don't know where she could be here, and I'm really afraid of it.
Barracks are right next to the prison. I can check it out.
I remember what you said about some of the people that you ran into last time you were here. I don't know.
Damsel in distress, have no fear. Sark is here.
Dedicating the image
What's
to
her
memory.
race?
They're gonna actually find her, and Cece's gonna be like, "What? That's not her. It's not your drawing."
This is all
She's
wrong.
way
She definitely
uglier.
had red shoes. And people don't change clothes.
And with that, Inglewood's going to head back to the barracks, and you'll just start hearing a very loud arcane hum start emanating from there, and that's all you're going to hear for the rest of the night.
That's definitely not an arcane.
Uh-oh.
What? No.
I-
Declan makes the noises like the look, Mr. Krabs clean floors, like that video. You know which one I'm talking about, right, Declan?
Yeah. Clean tables, Mr. Krabs.
Okay.
I gotta send that to this chat later, just so you guys know what we're talking
Um,
about.
I need.
Initiative rolls. Who's going
No.
first?
I need. Let's see. I need the cats to give me stealth checks, stealth investigation checks.
Stealth and investigation?
Yes, or perception, whichever. I need 3 of each.
3 of
One,
each. Okay.
Yes.
2, 3.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Yeah. It's pretty much exactly what I expected.
Are we adding each other's stealth bonuses again, or is it
You're your own. You're just your own.
just our
That
own?
was for the
Okay.
disguises that Sark
Yeah.
made for you.
I see. Okay.
All right.
That's stealth. And
Perception.
Hold on. Hold on. There. Now you can do the perception and it's blocked.
Blah blah blah. Reasonable. All right.
perception.
And now, all right. So you are both very sneaky and very able to basically run through town, breaking into homes and stealing as much as you can physically put in a bag of holding or two, I would assume.
Yeah.
Uh,
But listen, Ingawell knew who to send on this mission, and she got it right.
She did.
Loam, give me a. Give me the save for your highest stat.
save from my highest stat.
Yes.
Constitution.
You
Damn.
your mission goes
I win.
perfectly. You happen to have decided to steal stuff on the night where like they had people planted in the guards. So you literally strolled in, strolled out.
Alright, what about can I check the prison then?
There's nothing there. You're not 100% sure.
Alright.
There's no woman nearing this description. There's some other women, and there's like a lady with a baby at one point but like there's nothing there. There's no one matching the description.
We have enough room in the resistance to take him? We have enough do you think we can bring him back without being found, captured?
Oh, definitely. And you free pretty much anyone you think isn't a serial murderer, I would assume.
Would it be so bad if I freed the serial murderers though? Because they'd be
I
They're just
suppose.
gonna die
No, let's not.
anyway.
Yeah.
let's
Let's not overcomplicate things.
let's not free the serial murderers. I
And
think that's a smart plan.
Everyone's breakfast is safe now.
Zach and Ferris. I need a charisma save from Zach and a dex save from Ferris.
Get a
Easy.
+7 because
Easy.
I'm there for Ferris. I think.
Is that a question or a
Yes, it is a
acknowledgement?
question.
Yes, you would. Yes.
Okay.
That was almost a 1. Oh. Almost.
Hey, I rolled a 4. It's okay. But it's fine. It's a
Well,
25.
With that, you gave me a 37
All right.
Jesus
because I
Christ.
rolled a 19.
All right. So your plan and everything goes off without a hitch. You return to the resistance with many a slave. Most, let's say about half, are fighting capable. And pretty much the entire thing goes off without a hitch. Dear,
Yes.
caster level check plus spell level check. Caster level plus spell level. What are you doing? I need to know what kind of spell you're doing.
Well, a very shiny arcane circle is just kind of appearing subtly around the entire city.
Lovely.
Let's see. This would be correct. What caster level plus what?
I would definitely assume that is a 9th level spell. So,
Yeah. It's a mythic 9th level spell, in fact.
caster level plus what's the word I'm looking for here? Plus modifier.
Okay, so then I am sitting at a solid 8 plus 9 plus. That is a 40. Cool, that's a 43.
What are you trying to do?
So I have marked out around the entire city here a arcane circle.
Okay.
Very slowly, very methodically. It's kind of hidden, that way people can't mess with it, but you know, it's there. And what I'm going to do is whenever 740 hits on the dot, I am casting a spell that will go off at 740 on the dot.
Okay.
And whenever the explosions go off, a mythic wish spell will be cast, in which I will be requesting that all of the material riches of everything inside of this circle specifically would get transported into the center of town and back at our place, but specifically in places where it would not accidentally harm somebody.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I don't know what I expected. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. That goes. That will happen. Possibly.
And I'm going to be spending the entire night casting this spell, so
The next day comes around. You've freed many a slave. You have much gunpowder, and you have placed it where it needs to be. And the day comes about where Elizabeth leads you all to where you are needed. And it's about 2 hours before the big event. And you are in a small court area, like a town center-ish kind of thing. There are a few buildings around, and many carts and stalls are set up, along with a few like little stages. You see
That
people
hasn't
milling.
changed for us yet.
Oh, dang it! Right. See many a stall around selling various food, little things, trinkets, doodads, whatever you'd get at like a big event where people come around and just hawk wares. You actually spot quite the crowd around a young pink-haired bard's performance.
Angela's just gonna kind of waddle through in her kobold waddle way and just be all like, doo doo doo.
Waddle, waddle.
Well, the very next day.
And she waddled away.
Wait, where's the bard talking about?
Elena's gonna go poking around where she shouldn't be with her special pass.
As one does with the special pass.
Elizabeth is going to go wait in line.
Elena's got the battle pass.
Ah, Lena forged a premium one too.
Or could have used that when he got banished to Shadow Realm.
Nope, sorry, Shadow Realm.
Shadow round.
The Shadow, you were sent to the Shadow Realm.
Oh,
It's like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
I'm
No,
realizing now
wow.
to make a convincing disguise, Loam's gonna have to take his helmet off.
Not
Oh my god, Loam's
necessarily.
taking his helmet off? I don't believe you.
You just wear like
Yes,
big,
necessarily.
wear a big cloak and a fake beard. You
Bald!
look like a tall dwarf.
My eyes.
I'm
Loam is
6 foot
bald?
tall, you fuck.
Loam
Oh,
is
dwarf.
bald?
Yeah, it's called a human.
He's bald, kinda.
Bald.
A pick places to wander around, and we'll have
I
fun.
want to see the bard.
All right. You see, well, Zatch. Well, not
Ah.
Zatch. Andrew. There's a
Huh?
lovely pink-haired woman playing at this little spot. Or no, is she the one with pink hair? Or was it him?
Are you trying to turn him straight?
No, I'm trying
I
to
don't think that's gonna work.
hint at the next thing, you fucking
Said that big
dweeb.
serial murderer.
I'm okay. She's singing on stage.
Yes, a small stage. It's nothing too fancy, but there are many a fan around. And standing
Does
right
she
here.
start sounding better the closer I walk?
Yes. She sounded fantastic anyway, but now it's even better.
Yes. It's just it's that passive thing I got.
DM, I'm
And,
sending you something to check out after the session.
Radical.
This is some fucking mind-blowing stuff here.
Ooh.
Sorry. I just
It's Coke.
I went to check
It's
something
absolutely Coke.
and I saw that in my feed.
Taste the feeling.
got robbed.
It's Coke.
But yes, a lovely pink-haired woman is playing on the stage. Does she play an instrument or is it just sing?
Oh shit. Now I'm getting what you're
Okay.
doing.
Jesus Christ, man.
Um
He's like,
yeah,
look,
she
it's you.
plays
You're like,
an
who?
instrument.
She does?
She's probably got some kind of like lute or lyre with a flute, an actual flute on her hip, unlike Cece's flute.
Bird.
She's
Shade.
playing lovingly. Or lovely playing in a lovely manner.
She's making love to her harp on stage.
It's Bandcamp. Ah.
Oh
Cece,
no.
as you're going about the stalls, you bump into a very blue bird. A very
Wait, who?
blue bird person.
Cece does.
Cece does.
Or Ick.
Uh-oh.
Ik does.
Ik.
Ik and
Ip
Ip. Ip.
I'm
Aren't
tired.
even words anymore.
It's the best words.
He quickly apologizes and meanders off since Sark doesn't want to play along.
What? Why am I not playing along? You said it's a bump to see. I didn't know I was supposed to be.
A big blue bird.
I'm not paying attention.
A big blue bird.
That you're playing next game.
Yes.
Sark's being
It's
attacked by Twitter.
It's a giant big blue
Twitter.
bird.
She, I apologize.
Oh yeah, it is a she. It is a she. I'm s-
Yeah, she's
Her
a sleepy
She is in
druid.
it.
Her beak is just gonna kind of like make a gunshot noise.
Oh.
And she's
Oh
gonna
no!
look.
She learned it from Elena.
She's gonna look very startled to have bumped into Cece.
You're not playing a fucking Kenku, are you?
no.
No.
It's a tender Aarakocra mix. That looks like a shoe bill.
Kakra.
Yes, she looks
Big
shoe-
shoe bill
Kenna.
lady.
giant.
Sark,
shoe-
on the other hand, runs into a fine young fellow with a
Oh,
golden tooth.
golden
fucker.
tooth.
You fucker.
And he is immediately trying to sell you something.
What's he trying to sell me?
That's
Yeah,
a
what's
good question.
he trying to sell you?
What
Real
is he trying
estate?
to sell you? Come on. Yeah, real estate.
Free
There's
real
this really
estate.
big. This is really good investment opportunity that's happening not in Telbury, but it's in a plot of land that's really close by it. The plot is called Boulevard Keep, and it is run by the esteemed Duke Whiteflame. Now, Duke Whiteflame has had some really bad money issues in the past, and it's come back to haunt him, and he's selling his whole property, his entire fort, for dirt cheap. He's only asking for 200. He's only asking for 200 gold, and he'll hand the deed over. No ifs, ands, or buts. And he'll produce a deed for you, signed by the esteemed Duke Whiteflame and stamped with a beautiful sigil.
I need.
I don't know. Property
How do I
values right
tell
now
if
are gonna
this
be
man is
lower.
lying to me?
How do you
That
tell
sounds
that would be
legit to me.
insight?
I'm gonna have to roll for
Buying a
fucking
plot of
twos.
land.
Yeah, it looks like you're buying a
Nice.
plot of land.
Nice.
Hold on. Let me roll for him. God. Oh, that works.
You now own some land. Own in quotation
Full of,
marks.
full of bunny
200
rabbits.
gold for
Potentially.
me.
You can add that to your future character sheet.
I
Yeah.
will.
How much money has been thrown at her for this?
Say a few gold.
Should I make her do a performance check?
No, it's fine.
I can pull up the sheet real quick.
It's a cutscene scenario. She just automatically is winning it.
And finally,
And of course, this beautiful character to Sark is just like, "Thank you, kind sir. You won't regret this."
Oh,
So,
beautiful
You'll
character.
yeah.
Damn it.
You'll
Failed.
find your new home directly to the south, closer towards the mountains, about 5 miles out. Most beautiful estate you've ever seen.
the mountains are to the east. Sark knows this too. That's the first part.
I can't wait to tell everybody about brother's investment.
That's when Sark begins to think, I think I was just lied to.
With a 7, really?
That's a charisma roll.
That was to flirt. Sark still knows directions.
Not actually Gabu. Just
Gabu
Listen,
knows.
Gabu always knows where north is. He knows his directions.
He knows the one direction. He doesn't know which way's east.
One
Hell, not
Direction
from
bad
north.
band.
Yeah,
It's behind him when he's facing north. East is behind him.
Exactly. Because I
There's
really
east.
like making John talk to himself. Ferris bumps into a quiet-looking girl near the lion.
this means that Cece and Sark are the only ones to interact with other players' characters, and all the rest of you are interacting with yours.
I don't even see my character here, so.
It's okay.
Yours is on the other side of the lion.
Yeah, you're over by me.
We
Yeah.
didn't all make fucking characters from Telbury in the next campaign,
No,
did we?
I didn't. I
This
didn't.
is where you're
Dakota's
getting
just doing this to fuck with
This
me.
is where you're getting picked up.
Oh my god.
This is where
Ferris
you're
is just
getting
like,
picked up from.
Sorry, excuse me. The girl
Yeah,
just
I
looks
don't
up
see
at
a
her and kind of
Minotaur
gives her.
anywhere here, so.
Hold on. Oh shit.
That's this
Wait, I
circle.
do have her sheet made up. I'm gonna roll a perception check for this other individual. She's not going to say anything at first, but she's going to eye Ferris up to see if like she came up to like stab her or something.
Or a casual reminder that this character and this character are from the school and are with the teacher to pick people up. They are not
So
from here.
she's just
Yeah.
yeah, it's a 22. She's
Oh, then
She's-
Ingerwill is
she
just
sees-
like
Oh, she's not looking at Ingewill.
exuding magic right now around the
She
people
sees-
who are.
Everything Ferris has on her equipment wise, and she's even like her eyes are just trained to her arm.
I was just gonna point out there's magic like recruiters in the area, and Ingerwill's just there humming, probably altering reality around here by accident.
They already have their recruits. And the teacher will take a moment and gently pat her on the shoulder and be like, I believe it's rude to stare.
I apologize. That was not my intention.
Hmm.
And this is where...
How many are we expecting?
Two. The other two are around here somewhere. Then the third will be grabbing on the way.
If I may ask, why Telberry of all places?
Between here and Etrigard, it is one of the what's the word? Naval landings available. They were brought here from wherever they come from, and we catch them in the middle and escort them the rest of the way.
I understand. So, Elena,
Elena, something catches Elena's ear, and it is someone
Fishing hook.
here
what did you say?
talking, less barking more than anything, about how they can come see the freak who can do anything, create anything, give you your wildest dream. We won't let you, but if you wanted something small, come up. For the price of dinner, we'll get it for you.
She's going to be skeptical considering how many people are scamming other patrons of the theater around here, at least the district.
Skeptical or not, you come up and you see a young girl with black hair over one eye, wearing a magical collar made of steel, dressed in rags, and she looks very familiar.
Elena's blood is going to run cold. And she's just going to stare and not know what to do. She's just gonna kind of stand there and zone out. Does she... What is this girl doing currently on the stage?
They are prodding her to magically summon an animal for a child whose mother brought her up to the stage.
Define prodding.
Like, she's not going against what they're saying, but they seem to have some sort of like metal rod that they're poking her side and back with threateningly.
And what kind of animal is she conjuring?
Kitten turns it into a bunny, turns it into a puppy. Seems to be a few things until the child gets particularly happy and picks it up.
So she has no reason to believe that she's that powerful just yet.
just yet.
That said, though, she is trembling with rage. Her hand is on the, like, on her firearm, and it is taking. I'm gonna roll wisdom save. See if she can keep herself in check. Elena may be what blows everyone's cover here. If I fail this roll. Okay, no, that's a 16. We're good. She's very upset.
John's getting upset.
Can I get a
John's
perception
getting upset.
check? Can I get a perception check from her as well?
Yes.
Do the
She's
rest
good
of
with
us need to for this? Or is
No,
this a
just her.
VIP section?
Just her. You can
I got
see
a 21.
what's
I
going
only rolled an 8, but I have a plus 13, so.
that's perfectly fine. You hear the lion behind you whistle loudly, and it's one of those things where you can tell when someone says something very loudly that they want someone else to hear. They go, he speaks, "Come, your set's over. Gather everyone and let's get out of here. The show's about to start, I think." And
Google's just gonna quietly snicker.
then several folks, and you'll see them all begin to meander off. Can't remove these circles for some reason, but whatever.
Hey, one thing, DM, that I want to retroactively do.
Yes.
Ferris has her goggles down all the while she's walking through here.
Yes.
What aura did that girl that she bumped into give off?
Ooh.
Or is that not a question you can answer just yet?
Not a question I can answer just yet.
Okay. Just thought I'd just do that as a little fun thing. But what else has she seen?
You've wandered around and you've seen a few people who are. It's a very hoity-toity neighborhood. It's like these. Most of the people here are upper middle class at least. So like, it's a bunch of just snooty energy. I'm better than you. Some people have like the feeling of like an actual job that they do. Like someone's got there's a stonemason. You can feel the scent of like freshly carved rock and all that jazz. Someone else is some other thing. But mostly it's snooty, highfalutin assholes. Except for this one, who, it's not quite static, but it's definitely something old and out of this world. It's like the same feeling, but a different everything else. But not in a bad way, just it is.
Oh, they're psychic.
There's a thing.
So does she look like she's under duress,
Yes.
girl?
Is that the friend in question that I was talking about?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure because the theater over there, I wasn't sure if she was actually okay.
No.
Elena is gonna walk back to everybody, and she is visibly trying her damnedest to keep it together.
Everything okay over there?
Nope.
No? Why not?
I found her.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Might not be.
Why not?
And she is going to just nod in the direction of the girl on the stage.
You want us to get her out of there?
I want to kill everybody who put her in there.
And Google's, without saying a word, is just gonna fly right up here.
It,
A
You're
warning
gonna
that if you do
blow our
this,
cover.
a warning that even Ingawil will know. If you do this early, you may not be able to get to whoever Cece is trying to see and find.
I just want to see if they resist my charms. They both
you
need to
can
make a
do that
DC
from back
25,
here.
You know,
but I'm doing it in a way that's, playing along.
the one in the middle does, but the other two, the one in the middle actually just seems to continue existing. The other two, on the other hand, are like, and we have this fine lady up here. Look at her, all shiny and whatnot. What would you like from a little creation magic bundle?
Let's see. Can she create a little fairy dragon?
Let's see. And can I get a perception check from Ingawil?
Asha is
That
gonna
she's
look
so good
over
at.
at
Excellent.
Elena's
my
gonna look over at
best
Zach, just like she has a face of anger, but like tears are streaming down, and she's just gonna look at him and say, "Make her stop."
You will see this as she nods, and you can see that the guy behind her is pressing the metal rod into her back as a little fairy dragon is made before your feet.
Zach, you need to
I-
get her down from that stage before Ingawil asks her to make something else, or I am going to do
Going.
something.
To try and fly behind.
She was saying to get Ingawil down, not the
Oh.
girl.
Hey, Ingol,
Hmm?
let's go back. We got stuff to talk about.
Okay.
You actually say, "Hey, Ingawil"?
Yeah.
Does that name not ring a bell to anyone?
Hang on, there's enough time here for this conversation to play
Okay.
out. Actually, wait, yeah, it would.
While I'm talking Ingawil down, I want to detect thoughts.
It is. If you thought that your kid was traumatized, this is next level shit. This is as far as you can tell, this is a toddler in an adult's body doing whatever people say. It is. It is. It sickens you.
Someone needs to tell Clark that they're not anything.
Loam's gonna walk up to Elena and like try to discreetly like grab her by the shoulder and like start like taking her away like from her friend. Just like to try and like discreetly like
I'm gonna do a
slowly
contested
talk to her.
strength check.
All right, you're fearing.
I know it's Loam. I know it's Loam, and she's gonna fail it. She's gonna try.
Oh wow!
Oh, maybe is it a check or a save? Because he is trying to move her. Would it
I
be a
just
save?
did a check.
Check.
18.
You beat it.
You are immovable
Yeah.
at the moment.
Know what you want to do. We all know what you want to do. It's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't stick with the plan, she might be dead. Everyone else might be dead. Or worse yet, we won't be able to kill everyone, and then this whole mess starts all over again.
Loam, if they keep doing this to her, they're going to end up dead too. There is a chance.
But fuck them. problem. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
you don't get it. If she
You do it.
and then she just Loam, you fine.
If
Fine.
she what? No, now that we're all
Let's-
out the open.
Let's step
She
away for a
what?
minute. Let's step away for a minute. I think it's time I
Of
filled
course.
everybody in on what the fuck is going on with her.
I sent you something, Dakota.
I'm going down this way.
Elena's just gonna like look at Zatch and
Do I
Wait,
scurry
yes,
Ingrid
yes,
away?
yes. Never mind. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going
I
to.
thought you meant Inga.
No, I meant.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab Ingawill's hand and just start walking back to the group.
Wait.
Now that we're all here, why don't you tell us what's so fucking important?
what they're doing is very dangerous. You see, in every single runs her hands over her face. So you know how certain people in certain things transcend alternate dimensions? You know, there's thousands upon thousands of Loams and Zatches and Ferrises, but there's only one of like this person, you know, death as a concept. Well, me being the exception to that as well. You know, normal people shouldn't, but I won the lottery, I guess. There is a god like that in the pantheon of all the gods that people pray to. This one is kind of forgotten these days, and they don't like that. Because this god in particular, when they're forgotten about, they die. And if this god dies, that's bad. This is a deity
What's your
known.
point?
I'm getting there, Loam. I need you to just give me 2 minutes, please, to explain this. It's a god named Durgaidron, otherwise known as the Manifester. They're the only thing that keeps the cognizant or the cognitive and the mental away from the real. You know, if I were to tell you to imagine a giant, scary ass dragon over there with saws for arms and it had every breath weapon imaginable. If you imagined it over there,
Tutu.
yeah, sure, with a tutu. This is the only thing keeping that from existing because you imagine it over there, because you envision it there. It's in your mind, and it stays there because of this god. But if people forget about them, they die, and that barrier is gone. They need a champion to press on, to survive, to regrow their following, and every single time, for whatever stupid reason, they pick her. They give her a fraction of their power. She gets stronger over time, and she gets more power, and then they just sap it from her, and she's back to square one, and it goes over and over, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they give her too much, and it drives her crazy, and she kills Durgaidron, and she becomes the anomaly, and I have to put her down.
So we need to make sure that doesn't happen.
She's one of my
this
best
time.
friends. And sometimes she remembers me. I can't let her go through that again.
Can I get a perception check from Elena?
21.
As you say the words, and sometimes she remembers me, you see her on the stage, like idly looking around straight at you.
Listen, I know it's hard. I know these people here know that you want revenge. I've
They
lived
could
that
kill
every
everybody,
single day. That's great. Listen,
It's
they're
not
gonna
just
keep
about
prodding her back.
Loam, it's not
They're
just
gonna keep
about me
prodding her
wanting my
back.
friend back. It's about the fact that they could kill everybody if she isn't aware of what she's doing and they push her too far and she has too much power. You, me, everybody, we could all die here because they don't know what they're messing with. This isn't just about me getting somebody back that I love dearly. This is about
Let-
preventing another one of those things that consumed that timeline with you and Sark and everybody else with it.
Let me make my point. The show's starting soon. She's a side attraction. Follow them. Kill them. She's not that big a prize to them. Otherwise, she'd be the star of the show. You do this. We'll take things from here.
You're going to hear a click from the inside of her coat, and she just nods at you. And she's going to lock eyes with her friend.
Gives you like
Do
a
your worst.
2-year-old smile wave.
Can I try
Do your
and
worst.
gauge how much power she's got?
Just let me
Yeah.
know when.
Arcana?
And those doors shut, and we're far away from here, and so are they. When you feel the time is right,
How's a
do
28?
it. Do it far away from us. And try not to
What is
make a
he
mess.
telling? What is he telling her to do?
Oh no.
She
So that's
is
just going to be the reason that we lose her.
Wait, is there?
she is
Mature.
somewhere between your mother and like a minor deity.
She's between your mother.
Oh, Junior.
She
What
is
is he telling
creating
Elena
stuff
to do?
out of nothing, but like that's not the most unreasonable power for someone very powerful.
And young.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about Elena's age.
What was Mom telling Elena?
Just the cue for whenever she should go ballistic on them.
Essentially telling her that, yeah, go ahead, do it. I don't care.
No! In the
Just do it
campaign,
far
2
away from
characters are
us.
going to be there when it happens!
Oh, way to traumatize all of us before we can even exist yet.
Not mine.
I thought
well,
the
Especially-
C2 characters
listen.
left.
As soon as my character sold his document, he was out of there. He got his money.
We don't know
he
how long
left.
they're hanging around there.
Fair.
Oh, he books it as soon as Sarks bought the thing. He doesn't want to be there when they start questioning it.
I'm going to assume Elena kind of just vibes there, trying not to kill these people immediately, keeping an eye on it.
Vibe is
It's like
a
an
word
angry
to use for
vibe.
yes.
It
That's just gonna
vibrates in
hang back
anger.
with her to make sure she doesn't vibrate too hard.
Elena, if Elena physically vibrated with anger, she would be like a hummingbird right now.
But the rest of you,
Or Jack
whoever
Jack.
wants to go to the play,
Or a dragonfly.
it is playtime. Or showtime, not playtime.
I mean, yes.
I mean, if the show is a play, then technically speaking,
And
I don't know about you, but it's playtime for me.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm torn because I want for Sark to go watch the play,
You're
and
going to watch the
50% of
play.
him would. Oh, okay. The other 50% of him would have been like, but child.
Gotta check out my land.
I am very torn on what to do.
Elizabeth leads. Whoever. All right. So there's a
I should
thing.
be there.
Oh, that's Ferris. That's not me.
I'm gonna establish a link with Elena and Ferris before going in, though.
Was Ferris staying behind?
Is Ferris staying? It's Tiamat!
Listen, I gotta reuse tokens to make things look pretty.
Round 2, fight.
That was, oh boy.
Finish her.
The
Finish
outside,
her.
the building itself is
Unlike her husband.
the outside of the building is plain, but once you enter, you are faced with a beautiful opera house. There is a booth here to take tickets, and then you are led around. You are led up here. There are more than enough chairs. I simply didn't place 1,000 of them.
Oh, is it general admission?
No, you're in a booth.
We're in a box.
Oh, okay.
I would like to
Nice.
sit by my mother.
Rows of seats creating a bowl toward a central stage. Viewing boxes that you're in above the crowd that along with you are for the upper crust of the society and the folks. The stage itself up here is curtained
Did they
and
allow
closed.
Bubs and Lucky in?
They do not. They'll have to wait outside.
Damn.
Is Ferris with us?
I didn't drag her up. Oops.
No.
Would she go
Okay.
anywhere without the boys?
You know what? She would leave Bubs and Lucky with Elena.
Need
If
a-
Elena
emotional
wasn't here,
support
she would
Drakes.
not go in. But Elena
Emotional support Drakes.
And I have a
This is the kind of emotional.
connection to
Bubs is small.
Elena
I can't.
telepathically. Bubs is small.
Oh no!
Just
I'll
small.
fix him.
He's
Bubs will
little.
breed.
He's
Little.
little. Oh, he big now.
The seats in front of you are all quickly being filled. Viewers of all types, but for the most part, this show seems to be mostly for the rich all types. Tabaxi, dwarf, human. There's even a rich bugbear in a corner seat.
Well, damn.
Badass.
I'll be right back after piss.
The rare show today, a
What
performance
a way
by
with
the
words.
Blue Moon King. Someone that really Elizabeth hasn't heard from in a while. They met once or twice, but not quite from Tila, the island everywhere. The island with the 4 cities. They met on the road. The stage itself, curtained, closed. You can see a few shadowy figures that seem to be a small handful of crew running the final checks. Star that once traveled. The person you've not. I'm sorry. This was written down, and
Reading. It's okay.
I'm butchering it.
It's okay.
The star once traveled. Everyone waits for. And you hear the voice. It'd be best to find your seats soon, as the show is soon to start. And you can see that this voice comes from a gnome standing on a box at a podium, and there are several band people on the lower thing.
What the fuck?
Are there rafters?
What is Andrew doing?
Rafters?
I thought you said are there
Yeah.
raptors?
Velociraptor.
Come on,
Darn it.
dinosaurs can't open doors.
That's what we're here for, walking with dinosaurs.
There are rafters, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself quietly, and I'm gonna fly up into the rafters.
Excuse me. That's the cat's job.
But I have wings.
Elome.
Yeah?
Can I get a perception check?
Perception check?
Just you.
Okay.
Oh.
Gonna be bad.
It's gonna be good.
It wasn't great.
It's good enough. Lone, for the first time in your experience with these folks, you're terrified. You cannot move in your seat.
And why is that?
You cannot move in your seat,
Oh
and
no.
you cannot bring yourself to speak. Because across the way, you see someone that is probably the only person that has ever made you afraid. Anyway,
You're fucking kidding me.
the lights begin to dim.
I want to know.
Lone, you care to elaborate there,
Oh,
buddy?
fuck yourself.
Fairy fires
No.
selectively snuff out for the ambiance
Ambiance.
as there seems to be a fog coming on the stage. There is no announcer now, simply the tune of harps, violins, and flutes. Gentle, whimsical, slow. Something like a hushed lullaby. And as the crowd hushes, the curtains slowly open. Oh, that's not what I want.
Sark is under the impression that Loam just really theater. Because his perception's high enough, he would notice that Loam is just like definitely not comfy. He's not going to understand why, but he's just going to assume Loam hates theater.
The curtains
Do you see
open.
me? Do you see me not staring at the stage?
No, well, the lights went out, so.
Yeah, not anymore. The
Okay.
curtains open, and it turns out the fog is an icy mist that curls and kisses the fabric in lazy billows. A figure approaches in a graceful saunter, step by step, and despite the light-footed nature of the walk, you still hear the taps of heels on the wooden stage. With each step, a trail of icy, crystalline shapes. Your eyes follow the figure's boots upwards. The boots a gradient of light blue to dark, ending at the thighs. A vibrant, deep blue? No. Sky blue, deep cut coat pinched at the waist, barring half the chest, is a lithe elven figure. Their sleeves white and billowy, connected to black gloves that cut out the back of the hand, ringed fingers twinkling in the light. A beautiful rapier at their hip, with an azure blue cross guard, almost like a crescent moon. That's where the name even comes from. Perhaps as your eyes trail back to the head of the self, you notice at long distance seem to wearing a mask on half of their face. Perhaps the whole of their face. No, the second half is hair, near white and obscuring the left eye, half-colored hairstyle. Uh, you all know, having been around Cece, and either having mild or extreme feelings for her, that this person's color, the palette, is almost at one with her. And if I could get a perception check from everyone but Loam.
Loam's not
It's a
allowed to
20
perceive.
because I have advantage.
It's nice. It's nice to feel
Perception.
included.
Coming right up.
Reception.
Perception.
Well, Sark perceives. Sark perceives all.
Ferris doesn't perceive shit. She's got an 8.
Ingewill and Ferris do not notice,
What a surprise.
but Cece is transfixed.
Oh boy, Sark gets to notice two of the party members don't like theater.
She's shaking, something that some of you have grown accustomed to, is that she's crying. And soon enough, she is doing more than crying. Sobbing. The elven figure leaps with the rapier now drawn to a newly made podium of ice on the stage, pirouetting at the precipice and halting before leaping to another, and another, creating a kingdom of towers of ice at each leap including a pirouette, rapier's tip hovering just barely over the ground on the platforms. Seems the podiums are being created using the rapier as a focus. The elf is sculpting the ice with the blade. The finale of this leaping, a sculpted model of the kingdom of Tala has been made. 30 feet tall at its highest, just kissing the ceiling. The Blue Moon King standing atop the higher towers below with arms outstretched, rapier in their left hand. They take half a bow before twirling once more, rapier almost touching the sculpture and ending this environment with a blade pointed central tip above the line of sight. And there's a pause. First, it seems intended for dramatic effect. Before everything seems to hold too long. If I could get another perception check from everyone but Loam.
Everyone but Loam.
I perceive.
All right, 17 this time.
Dash was like, I'm gonna make up for all even.
Everyone who got a 17 or up, please give me an insight check.
Hey, perception buddies.
Insight coming up.
Ayo. Insight. What?
Insight.
Insight.
Ooh, this is
Oh,
not
Not
11.
very great.
Would we have
We get any-
advantage if we did good on perceiving?
No.
I was gonna ask if we got any advantages because of being around each other, but I don't think
Would I
insight.
have advantage because of my close bond with Cece?
Outside.
Yes.
Okay. Then I have a 30 for insight.
The figure is a
Sure.
good distance away. You're in the upper viewing box, but you're similarly level with them. The elf is looking directly at you. And with your 30 on insight, you can just barely tell that the figure whispers the name Cecilia. You don't hear it, but you know the words. But then you do. The elf begins to almost desperately cry. Cecilia! Cecilia! They scramble off the tower, diving off the stage, running this way. Confusion can be heard through the entire area. Cecilia? Who? The little princess, that's Cecilia. And for a moment, everyone is confused. Everyone loses sight of something. And Loam, the figure that has been holding your sight disappears out the door of their booth.
Bullshit, they disappear.
You blink and they're gone.
And for a moment,
Your fiance's name.
you're left there.
Oh.
And the elf bursts through the door to your booth, clothes ruffled, hair out of place, much different than the calm, pirouetting demeanor on the stage. Mask is gone. See the eyes. Beautiful, startling light blue with cat-like slits for pupils. Staring directly at Cece. It is you. My little Cecilia. You're still alive. And he rushes forward, pushing past Ferris, not unkindly, but not quite caring, and embraces her.
Fuck yourself.
Get out of my way. There's a cat that needs to be pet.
Like, shove. I'm so sorry. Yoink.
And for a moment, everything feels right. Cece,
Well, it doesn't.
I was literally just thinking.
within a moment, everything feels right.
Everything feels right. Meanwhile, outside, bang,
Something-
bang, bang, bang.
Something is starting to connect
Sorry.
in Cece's mind. And levers and switches and pieces all move into place. Until you hear just a few words. Because something you don't see is a group of men pulling away the real person that you've been met out the door and into the streets. And the person in front of you simply says, whispering into Cecilia's ear, "Oh, you stupid little animal."
Would her the perception have picked up the real version? Uh, being pulled out the front door?
No, it's a staircase and a wall between here.
Ah.
But in a moment, Celia feels confused.
She could still be called Cece. It's okay.
Shh, I want. Shh.
Fine.
Shh.
Don't tell nobody.
That's right. There's a thing.
Okay.
Cecilia feels confused and then heartbroken as the world turns to fire around you all.
Not again.
Poor Cece.
And well, your timing was off with that meteor storm.
And I will see you all in 2 weeks.
Hey, wait,
What
no.
about the one shot?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can't end it here.
I mean, you could.
But
Don't
You had
You
me
could be an
there.
asshole.
You had me there.
I've got a lot of emotions right now, and I don't know which one to keep right now.
While the
don't know
mood is
which
not
one to
serious,
keep.
I'm finally going to send this to the group chat volume warning.
The world
I love that.
burns. Everything is pain. And Loam, you're the first to come to. And you only really... Actually, no. No, hang on. Cece, you're
Yes.
gone.
Oh.
They
Currently,
kidnapped our cat.
you feel nothing. There's no pain, no burning, no fear. It's an eerie calm. And you open your eyes, and you find yourself on a beach
In Malibu.
with Tella sitting next to you. Hello, little one.
Where am I? I have to go back. I have to go back.
Shh. She takes a moment and gently grasps your hands. I'm afraid that at the moment that you can't.
What do you mean I can't? I have to. He was there. He was finally there. I have to go back.
Just for a moment. Currently, things are scary down there. But you'll be back soon. I can tell. This isn't your time to truly die. I promise you that.
Hi.
Yes.
Is that what I am? And she'll like shrink into herself.
Yes, but no. It's complicated. What's happening right now is you're not quite normal. How do I say that? You're very special. And the
Oh
way
man,
that
let her down gently.
you exist is different than most. And something tells me that you'll be just fine, but it's going to take it just a little bit. Just time here and time there's a little different. Can you trust me on that?
I will. Only if you save for it's a little bit. But it's not just him, it's my friends. What's gonna happen to them?
Can't rightly say I know. That was a big, scary thing that happened. But I can say that if they're as tough as you are, take more than that to really kill them too. She gently puts her hand on your knee and then turns it over. If you need to hold my hand, that's perfectly fine.
I will.
She gives it a gentle squeeze. And we return to a fiery crater in the ground. Loam, you are
Yes.
buried under so much rubble. To your right, you see Sark, also buried under rubble. To your left,
All right. Well, okay.
is a,
This is a great day for Loeb.
is
Yeah.
a woman
Oh boy.
that very recognizable to you. This is the woman that is. This is the person that's gotten close to killing you. The only person that really has. And you
Fun.
and you hear her. Lomi. Hello.
Oh, God.
The Lomi.
Oh.
She leans down. Lomi.
I need to make a strength check now. Get me out of this fucking rubble. Get me out of here. Please.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
My strength has failed me.
trying to get out of the rubble so you can hug your favorite person. Don't worry none about that. And Ingwell, you're currently knocked out.
Am I? I wasn't at the explosion point.
Let me rephrase. You are not knocked out, but there is half a building in front of you between you and them.
Okay.
She looks down at you and she just puts the heel of her, well, heel on your forehead and just, you know, you're my favorite pet. You really are, Lomi.
Breathing's gonna like start like it's gonna accelerate. Let's say.
Sark awake? Can Sark do anything?
Sark is slowly waking up. You have
Oh,
one arm free currently, and like part of your upper half, as you're starting to wake up and you just hear this woman talking to him. It's like, I should have just bought you when I had the chance, but I didn't want to play favorites.
got a voice like nails on a chalkboard.
Lomi, Lomi, Lomi. Did you have to do this? Well. And she pushes a bit of the rubble away with her foot and just sits knees on your shoulders over your chest. But, you know, the old saying, he's my dog. I've got to put him down.
The fuck you will, lady.
And, you know, normally I'm one for drowning my pets, but this works too. And she begins
Oh
to
no,
choke
Sark.
you.
That felt very pointed. It's a little too
Mom's
personal for Sark
struggling.
to ignore.
That's not gonna work.
Look,
Two
Loam's not struggling
sevens.
very hard. It's not a very lucky number for you right now.
It's not.
Well, I'm dying,
No.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Thank you
Night,
for
everybody.
allowing me to be in this campaign. We are gathered here today to watch Loam suffocate.
I mean,
Between the suffocating and the nails digging into your neck, your throat, you take 61 damage. And Sark, you remain unable to escape as you are being forced to watch this woman that you've never seen before killing your friend.
well, this is gonna spur a lot of trauma.
If only Sark had the ability to go intangible.
I was just about to say that.
If
Ongoing
only.
ghost.
If only Sark could go ghost.
Oh no,
This
it's
is
like from Spider-Man Homecoming. He's got to lift it all on his own. Save
This
his
is
friend.
going to cause like absolutely horrific anxiety and anger and fear, which is going to trigger like that plays into his whole going into his barbarian mode. Stop that, lady. That is a lot of damage. Fuck you in your face.
That's a lot of damage.
Well, technically
How
speaking,
about a little
if Sark
more?
was raging, that strength save would have succeeded because you get advantage on strength checks.
Sark
Facts.
begins to rage.
Yeah.
Claws digging into the stone as you just try to force yourself out of the rubble.
Sark's.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Loam's turning a different color. I don't know what color that would be, but
Darker.
let's just go with gray and leave it at that.
You just hear, I should have just killed you when I had the chance. You're mine after all.
One.
And
do
Sark,
something.
give me a strength save. With advantage.
With
Please read.
Because now you're angry and raging.
Yeah. He's already seen the bad end. Oh no.
It's not bad.
You struggle harder and harder and harder, and you feel yourself wiggling free slowly.
Ah.
Are you tracking all this, Declan?
He is, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I
Let me
am.
out of here.
Oh,
Can he do his ghost walk? Or Tolls of the Dead?
Sark, you do something you've never done before.
Had a
Ooh.
coherent thought.
You you go
that's what I needed,
completely
John. Thank you.
intangible, turning into this smoke in the vague shape of a human, or like a humanoid person. And you,
Oh,
Is that more damage?
yes, and you just shift through the rocks
I don't know how much health you have left.
and fire yourself forward at this woman.
at this point, there is no like, haha, that. Yeah, no, Sark's just gonna straight up go for the kill.
All right. What do you do?
He is going. I mean, if he's intangible and she's like not paying attention and she's got her knees into his chest and she's choking him out, he's going to wind up behind her
Okay.
and he's going to use his scythe to rip her backwards. But at the same time, Sark is originally a feline, turned into a tabaxi, all of that jazz. He's not used to being so angry and so panicked and bloodlusty. So, like, for the first time ever, everyone will be able to hear, like, that noise that cats make when they're pissed.
Fair enough. Sounds
And
like
the
a reckless
problem
attack to
is,
me.
instead of just slitting this throat, he has pulled her back using his scythe in between two of his hands, and he is going to lean down, and no one but Loam would really be able to hear, and that's only if Loam is conscious enough to hear it, considering how choked out he is.
He's still conscious.
Heavy breathing, but
399 damage.
Okay.
It's all that
I
cake
am
that's
at
saving his life.
How much
I
are
am
you
at
at?
I'm at out of 437 HP. I have taken 399 damage.
Yup.
I'm at 38 health right this second.
Let's go, baby.
Go to roll one more time and kill him.
Sark, you have this
There is
woman surprised. What do you do?
Sark is gonna be really fucked up in this moment. And he's going to just tell her that he's going to teach her how to say his name. And
Hey yo!
Oh,
and from his pocket, he will procure
His
he,
last name.
yeah,
The gurgles.
he's using the bead that Ferris had given everyone.
yes!
And he's
Yes!
breaking it in her mouth and keeping her mouth closed so that she has drowned on land over low.
You catch her by surprise, and you don't even have to keep her mouth shut as she swallows the little bead as it
I want to remind you
breaks.
how much water this is.
It's a lot of
This
fucking water.
is Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Here we go. Dust of dryness. This is
Isn't it like a 10 by
15 feet
15?
cube of water. 15 feet on a side.
And the funny thing is,
So 15 cubed. That is the like that is how much water is just exploding from this tiny marble inside of her.
this woman
Yeah.
is currently under the invulnerability spell. So
Ooh.
what Sark
Oh.
sees is every hole possible that this woman has,
Oh no.
her down to her
Hey,
pores, is
Every
just
hole possible.
just water coming from everywhere. Her eyes are popping out as her skull is filled with water. Her she can't breathe. You hear the gurgling of your name, or at least it sounds like your name, as she just kind of sits there and leaks and suffers for the
She
next
leaks.
7 minutes until finally she just fucking dies.
Jesus.
And it's the first time Sark has murdered in cold vengeance, bloodlust.
And
So
hang on,
for those interested, I did look it up.
Yeah.
15 cubic feet of water would be 25,245 gallons of water.
trapped inside this woman who can't technically take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
The
lot.
pressure alone would just turn her organs to
You
mulch.
just turn her into a fucking reservoir,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Now imagine the way I understand this is that she can't take damage. Thus, it is just filling everything and then leaving slowly, just torturing this woman to death.
I'm almost positive like a Bond villain died in a similar manner.
Wait, she can't take damage, but she's drowning.
Yes,
How long does this spell go for?
it
10
takes
minutes.
10 minutes. I'm going to say 3 minutes was all of this and waking up, and so 7 minutes of this
Of
constant
her just in there in agony.
Yes, next to you.
You can't take damage. That doesn't mean you can't feel pain.
Yep.
Yeah. This is one of the most fucked up ways someone has been killed in this campaign yet.
But to top off
And
the
it
night,
came from Sark.
As
To-
it should, the Reaper fucking did the brutal kill.
to top off the night, along with the yowling and the screaming rage of Sark, the people still inside the building, the people that matter, Inga, Will, Zach, Ferris, Elizabeth, outside, they hear just the most heart-wrenching cry of Cecilia as I didn't set up the map for this, but I couldn't figure out quite how. But this entire circular area here is now a solid ice castle with Oberon frozen at the center, curled in the fetal position. And in the
I
center,
kind of want to. I kind of
Oh.
want to note because he has the aberrant dragon mark. You do see ice white scales on his body.
Mm.
Can't believe it. We're fighting May from Overwatch.
curled in the fetal position,
Bastard's recovering health. Sorry.
Cece begins to slowly white out where she is. Tella gives her hand one final squeeze. before she disappears from that world, returns to ours, and in the center of a castle of ice, there is a white scaled Oberon sobbing, holding their arms as if they were cradling someone. And then they are. Cece materializes slowly in Oberon's arms as they cry. And I will see everyone next week for real this time. We have a Thanksgiving special for next week. It's going to be a fun little silly thing. And then we'll finish this up the week after. I hope you all have a lovely day and a lovely Thanksgiving. And I hope today was fun.
Stunning.
But it was intense.
It's a fucking emotional episode. Goddamn.
It was a lot,
Been a
yeah.
little while since we got one of those.
Godspeed, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a nice
You
happy
all
Thanksgiving.
have a
This
great
time.
one.